Hello and good evening. Welcome to tonight's episode of Loot Die Repeat, where a bunch of us sickly, pathetic individuals who are coming back. For me, coming back from the coronavirus. So Rona heads. I don't know if there's a colloquial name for that. Sit around and we roll some dice. We do defects. What's your defect? I'm a defect. I'll accept that. Roll some dice, do some laughing at each other and with each other, and some collaborative storytelling known as Dungeons & Dragons, and we are thankful that you're here joining us after our 2-week absence. And we appreciate all the well wishes and prayers from the community, and definitely were felt. We really appreciate just you guys having patience as we got our health back in order, as I got my health back in order in particular. And so, if I cough tonight, it's a little bit of a residual. I'm out of all of my quarantine, and I'm no longer contagious. I've been assured, so that's a good thing. But hopefully, we are all beyond the worst of it, and get to roll some dice and have a good time. So, we have some giveaways as a way of saying thank you to you guys. They're right here. We have the two medium-sized minis and the dice, which we will definitely be giving away tonight. So 2 separate giveaways. I think there's a gnoll and a gnome, and then the dice that are there. And if we get 3 new subscribers, we'll give away that magma elemental, which is magma. Little Austin Powers love there. And if we get, I believe, 25 more new subscriptions, we will give away the Game of Thrones dragon as well, with the flight stand, which is not pictured. And that's our way of saying thank you to our awesome community who has come out each and every week and supports the show on our other social medias as well. You guys can join us. We have a Discord, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube, and you can see all the social links in the chat and below me here. And we also, of course, allow you to affect the game through the cheering of bits. And if you type in !rewards, I'm sure someone will do that in the chat, you can see all the different ways that you can affect the game. And that includes giving of temporary health, that includes getting spell slots to the players, fireballs, health potions, all kinds of cool stuff. And in these big battles, which we do make intentionally deadly, because I want to.
Because you're a dick.
Well, I'm sick. Yes, I'm getting over my.
That's what I meant. You're sick.
Yeah, I'm sick. And want the players to use their brains and hopefully not die, but also to make your bits meaningful, and they certainly do affect the outcome of these deadly battles. And I can assure you that tonight will be one such battle, as the team has prepared and is moving to engage in a deadly contest. And so, as we mute our phones, we are about to kind of jump back in after 2 weeks. You guys actually remember where we are with everything?
Absolutely not.
Chicago.
Yes, Chicago. We are in Chicago.
Something about saving the world.
Unfortunately, we don't have 2 of our players with us tonight who had previous engagements. So we'll miss you, Matthew and Molly, as they have their...
But mostly Molly.
Mostly we'll miss Molly. It's true.
I'm teasing, but seriously.
So our lovable Storm Giant and our equally lovable, slightly less lovable, also lovable.
More mustachable.
Ooh,
Definitely mustachable.
That's better.
Our
Seems
wood
nice.
elf will be, I'll be playing them as we engage tonight. So...
You make sure you use your loaded die for them, not for you.
I will do my best.
I love his rave voice.
All right. So, without further ado, let's do a little bit of a recap and catch everyone up. So, our players, the adventurers known as the Shades, have completed a quest for the lady, a mysterious woman with great power, with dubious motives, sent them into the ruins of the tower beneath the city of Sirloon. They recovered a dagger, which is one part of a larger whole, a crown that will give her the ability to affect life and death, apparently, so the lore says. And she has now promised to give them the information as to how to get through the raging magical storm which has appeared over the Anarok Desert, which apparently is some leftover Netherese concoction or spell or mechanism, it's unclear, that is being used to spread devastation and havoc around this portion of the Sword Coast. And so their aim being to eliminate and quell or quench this storm, the Shades have made an agreement with the lady once more to recover the next piece of this crown, known as the Cord of Lurtan. But before leaving Sirloon and making their way north to the Archwood, where the rival of the lady holds this artifact, the party has decided to seek to unlock the seal within Sirloon, which will allow them to transport between these different teleportation nodes that are scattered throughout the Sword Coast and, as far as they know, throughout the world and perhaps beyond.
Ooh.
That's
new information.
The depth of the Hopper's expansive influence and effect has yet to be fully delved and explored. And so, having gone to this seal, they learned that they needed to retrieve the blood of a nearby Wastrelith, a demon that shelters itself in waters and corrupts the water in which it resides. And so learning that the Wastrelith had its lair about 2+ days to the north along the coast by an old fallen lighthouse, the party has made their preparations, gathered their supplies, and has just embarked on their way to the Wastrelith to take on this creature, which, if gone unchecked, they learn will actually open up a gateway to the abyss itself.
No big deal. NBG.
Great real estate, really, for warlocks out there.
And so with this little added encouragement and motivation, the party has embarked. It is a rainy day. Not stormy in terms of lightning and thunder, but certainly a overcast storm, which your lamp on your ship tells you will be intensifying.
It's finally become useful
as you move forward.
Sounds like a Pokemon debuff.
And so Casper,
Rainbows.
your second first mate, is taking direction from Bart Flotsam, the captain of the ship,
Oh, yeah, he is.
who is seeking to do his best to pilot said ship along the coast to the north.
Never done this before.
I was wondering.
Yeah, I have no idea. This is the first time I've ever had eyes.
Ray, your lovable storm giant, is below deck working on her various wooden sculptures that she is whittling away. Rubius Thombre, true to form, has a bit of a seasickness
Classic.
that is
It's because this is how I'm steering.
is spewing overboard as you go periodically.
He's poisoning the waters.
He is
himself.
poisoning the waters.
I heard that.
Your deckhands, Furious, Easy and Reaper are all busy as they are making sure that no rogue waves or wind kind of kicks up and takes the ship. And what are the rest of you doing as you pilot your way through this mild, though intensifying, storm?
Well, I think I would talk to Casper and have him steer, because I'm realizing that I'm aiming for the horizon, but I'm pointing in the opposite direction. I've heard it said I don't actually know what it is.
So Casper is kind of standing by, nervously, anxiously, watching you, not wanting to...
Backseat drive.
Yes, his captain, who he is. But when you open the door for him, he's like, "Yes, Captain Will. I'd be happy to take over and steer for you. It seems that your sense of direction is a little bit off. You can steady as you go. Right."
Yeah. That was a really weird response, because I just said your name, and you just opened up with that word vomit there. I was like, "Hey, Casper," and you're like, "Yes, I would steer for you."
Right. I was assuming that you were going to ask. I apologize for the assumption.
No, yeah, get in here.
Yes.
Yeah. Take it. Take it away. I'm going to go find Ray. And I feel like some body squats are in order. My sea legs are a little weak.
Oh, well, go ahead and squat away. I'll take care of everything up here per your instructions.
You're the best.
Thank you, Captain.
And as he walks away, he's like lunging and squatting down the stairs to find Ray.
All right, so Morthos is continuing to recover.
Yep, he's in the crow's nest, kind of just
Moaning.
looking. Oh, he's trying to pretend like he's just looking out, making sure everything's okay.
Very good.
Every now and then, I assume it's raining if we're in a storm.
It is. It's not a heavy driving rain, but it's enough to wet everything, and if you stay out in the rain, you will get
So as he's
soaked.
sitting up there, he's kind of making think of balloon animals out of water. He's using his shape water that he's trying to master
Yes.
a little bit better.
So as you are recovering from the lifted curse,
And he's just totally screwing with Rubius, trying to put birds or
That
some
one's a
animals,
snake.
and and just
That one's
kind
a
of.
worm.
As
They're
he's
different.
vomiting. So every time he looks up from vomiting, he thinks he sees a creature out of the corner of his eye.
Ibex. Fantastic. Lemma.
Hippocampus.
That one's an emu.
Chupacabra.
Emu.
Jackalope.
And he's just naming the most odd and kind of out there animals that he can as you are making your shapes, as you try to concentrate on the tier of Vivon Rano, the necklace that you have spent a little time with, but never really dove into. So taking this time as your body recovers, as your legs in particular, which while you're at full health, the bones themselves are still mending more quickly than they otherwise would with the magical assistance the clerics provided you. But nonetheless, your speed is still about a third of what it otherwise would be as you're healing. And you don't know how long that'll be for that to continue to heal. JB, Marishka, Killian, how about you guys?
I am as far out of the downpour as I can possibly be. Am I assuming my quarters have a mirror?
Sure, you can have brought a mirror for yourself.
I
there.
like to imagine that I
No
picked
mirrors.
the only one with a mirror. So I would be sitting.
Is it on the ceiling?
Oh, God.
Oh
yes.
boy.
Am I in the captain's quarter?
Oh gosh.
That's funny.
You
On the
could
side
be
of
if
the
you
ship.
wanted to, honey.
Sure, vanity mirror then. And she will be sitting in front of it just looking at the mask that's on and
Mm-hmm.
sensing out the changes in it and in herself and seeing if there's any potential for further.
Right. So as the red dragon mask that you acquired from the tower, as you've attuned to it and it's kind of melded in with your body, taking on the form of a tiara. with red scales and dragon teeth kind of stylized throughout, and not just melding in with the frame of your face and your hair, but also red scales covering much of your body. And the parts of your skin that don't show the red scales has hardened significantly as the natural tenor of your body has taken on a more draconic reflection, as the heritage within you is kind of encouraged to come out all the more by this golden and reddish crown, because there are gold scales in it as well. Not as many, but it is a mix of both. And so
She's been doing P90X. I like to think that's responsible for that.
and so as you kind of are
That's what the mirror's for.
as you're kind of
Body squats.
looking at the different scales and evaluating how this has affected you, and you sense that as you continue to interact with it and seek to understand it and control it and unlock it, that you will be able to delve more deeply into the power within this mask tiara object. Much like your ring itself, which you seem to have an even firmer sense of, as it seems to be almost interacting with the mask and the draconic magic that is intrinsically present in the ring itself, which I don't know if I think you and JB had a conversation about that, where he explained that this is a unique dragon magic that is really a school of itself, that your ring is infused with. And so the interaction between the ring and the mask definitely seems to be doing something which has allowed you to tap in, or even unintentionally, causing your body and the draconic heritage within you to react to it. Bart, with Oliver the Tail, as you head downstairs, kind of doing lunges as you go.
Yep.
And
Oh, it's a deep burn. Yeah, it's a good one.
you see Ray kind of back to the stairs as she is whittling away what look to be very small objects, not like the smash chess sets that she made before, which are a little bit larger, a little bit more girth. These are more delicate.
18.
What?
What's that for?
The deck joke.
I was describing the smash
Was it?
How
chess
many
set.
girth
Did
units?
she make the girthy pieces out of a veiny wood?
I think it was some driftwood, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
Smooth finish.
Oh God.
That was a nice.
She wasn't even trying, and that was
was
the
a
best
nice
one.
one.
That was the best one.
At least the woman in the group is making the jokes
Yes,
too.
with an
Like that's all that matters.
You know what?
As long as she doesn't
Give
feel
it to her.
uncomfortable.
Give her
too.
an advantage. DM gives her an advantage. Yes.
DM
Thank
can
you
do it.
for all of the subs, Sivanek. We really appreciate you. That's means we're going to be giving away the magma elemental. Magma. And I believe it's 15 more, and we'll give away that big old dragon tonight as
Oh,
well.
is that it?
So we are close. But thank you very much, Sivanek, for those subs. And that smooth finish. So you approach...
Savannah gave you a smooth. No.
You approach Ray, who is whittling on a more intricate object, which
can't
she's
see.
told you she's working on a set of calls or whistles or some sort of a way for the party to alert one another when they're separated and in danger.
Whose is she currently working on? Would I know by looking at it?
Roll a
I want to investigate.
roll an investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working on my investigation actively as well. Just so you know.
I informed our party that they can be working on
I'm-
different skills in their downtime.
Hence the lunges.
Hence,
Currently working on athletics, strength, investigation. That was an 18. And then I'm also going to be working on everything JB. We're going to be talking intelligence-based stuff. We're going to play some Smash chess.
Essentially, I want all my weaknesses to be my strengths.
I
now.
want to be Superman.
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. So, 18.
All right. It looks like this whistle has a mane, the mane of an animal of some sort.
It's mine.
It's not quite clear as she continues to shape it. It does look, in its rough form, like it's quadrupedal. And it looks like she's carving on kind of the hair or the feathers or the mane of whatever this creature is.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm so excited. This one, I think I'm going to give the Killian.
Definitely more
I might give the
oh, yeah.
Rubius, though. But I could, there's animals, and Rubius likes it, and Killian like the lions, and lions, and they're just so cool, and I like them so much, and I'm just having such a good time as I continue to, just carve this away.
Oh, yeah.
What are you lunging? What are you doing the things? What's that? What are you doing?
Well, and I've been body squatting this whole time while talking to her. Like, I've noticed that you're pretty strong.
I'm really strong.
I know, yeah.
Bart. Really, best friend Bart.
Yeah.
Jabart.
Jabard. I don't know if you've noticed that this corporeal body that I've taken over it's pretty pathetic.
What do you mean by taking over? What's that? What's that mean?
It means like I was a tail and now I'm a man. Kind of. I'm a cat man.
You're a tabaxi.
Tabaxi, yeah. You said it right. It's good. Yeah.
Bart kind of.
Oliver.
Just,
Oliver.
Oliver.
COVID
look,
brain.
It's
30
been a while.
COVID
It's been a
brain.
while.
And 33 episodes of doing an opposite.
Yeah. Getting used to it.
Oliver kind of looks at you.
But yeah, I mean, you have a lisp. You didn't know that? It's tabaxi, not tabashi. Only an idiot would say. Ah! All right, I won't make fun of your speech impediment. It goes back.
So, what can I do for you?
I was hoping you could give me a leg workout routine. I want my lower body to be as thick as your lower body.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm a storm giant, and you're a tabaxi. That's going to be hard. You're kind of small and puny, and I'm going to be huge one day.
You already are big.
I mean, I'm only 8 feet. My mom and dad, they're like 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Yeah.
45, 50, 55,
In
even
age?
60 feet
Oh, feet.
high. The old ones and the strong ones, like Sammy. I told you about him, right? He was so big, and his hair, amazing. And he's so strong, and he had that dragon bone, and he just killed so many different things. And she's taking her little lion that she's carving and her carving tools, and she's like,
I'm like ducking out of the way. I'm
Anyway.
working on stealth.
acrobatics.
Yep.
And so, so they're so big, but okay, leg workout.
Or maybe like my lower body could be as thick as Furious Pains. Like, I mean, that might be more attainable.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. He's like a little spark plug. He's
Yeah.
kind of short and stout. And
Right, Furious?
Oh, bugger!
What?
What are you doing down there?
Body squats. Trying to get as thick as
The
you.
dwarf, hearing his name, kind of comes down as he's got the one leg missing, so it's as he comes down, says, "You want to be as thick as me? Is that what I heard?"
The minute I apparently have only noticed now that he's got a peg leg.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
you know
I
in
had
Austin
plots
Power
for
with
it.
the guy with the mole? Like, mole, mole, mole. Immediately, Bart's eyes just like, I'm talking to him, but I'm looking at the leg, going, yeah.
it's metal.
Mm.
It's not
Is
wooden.
it shiny?
Does it have
Oh, yeah.
storage compartments?
You don't know.
For snacks?
Hey,
It's shiny. Oh boy.
hey,
Aye.
does that come off?
Of course. It's attached to me stump.
Yeah. Could I see it?
The stump?
Yes.
Why?
I want to. Is it a clean cut or like was it
I
sutured
don't
up?
like talking about it. It makes me
God,
angry.
Bart, you can't just ask people what their stumps are like.
Well, like. All right. Can I see the metal part then?
Look.
No, like
It's
the
there.
inside. Is it hollow?
Aye. It'd be kind of poor to have a solid leg of metal trying to walk around. It's stupid.
Well,
The thought of it makes me angry.
Could I hold it?
Here, you want to hold a stump? He starts unzipping the things.
That is
Let me give you my chode to hold.
It's a little
Going in
cold
the
out, I
toad.
think. Nope. All right, I'll get that leg later.
26.
Sorry, I forgot my tweezers.
Yeah. So, Furious, how about me and you? We do some leg exercises. You do one-legged pistol squats, and I'll do two-legged. Does that sound good?
Is it the competition then?
Yes.
Because I'll smoke ya.
Yeah.
Aye.
All right.
What's the exercise?
Body squats. That's the same thing I've been doing this entire time while talking to you. I'm way ahead.
He kind of moves his leg to the side because there's no like joint
There's
in
no
it.
Right.
knee?
There's no knee. That's
He's like
why
plieing.
he kind of
He squats with one leg just
No.
up to the
He
side.
kicks up and holds it up against his chest.
all right.
He's way ahead of you.
So Ray shows you the proper form of what the particular squat exercise is. Go ahead and roll an athletics check as Furious rolls against you.
12.
15. Bitch. So Furious channels his inner rage, and with only one leg, he is, and not as high to go with his squat, he is getting after it. And while he is unable to do the full range of motion because of his missing leg, he gets probably a good 10 more than you as Ray kind of counts off a 2-minute time period. And so it was as many as you could do in 2 minutes.
Okay.
And so Furious kind of puts his leg back into place. Ha! Well, dusted you, little
I'm your captain.
cat person.
Thank you. We are gonna keep doing these exercises, and when I beat you, I get your leg.
No,
I'll give you a new one. Don't worry. She'll whittle you one out of wood. You'll be like a proper pirate.
I made this for myself.
Did you?
Aye, I did.
Come on.
All right, I didn't.
Thank you.
But my cousin Vinny did.
Oh, Vinny? Yeah, your cousin Vinny.
Aye,
Yeah. Where's he from?
he's from
Peglandia.
Yonkers.
Yes. Long Island.
All right, that checks out.
It's a small little hamlet village of dwarves
What-
specialize in metalwork.
What if every day we do an athletic workout, and over the course of this 2 days, so it's just today and tomorrow,
On the return trip, aye?
if you live, yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, does no one know what we're going to do?
We're sailing north.
Yeah, for a purpose.
Well, we are.
Where are we going?
Have you ever heard of a... And when he does this, he does it with his hands, and Oliver as well adds some flourish. A wastrelith.
You still have gloves on?
I have one glove on. I am Anakin Skywalker / Michael Jacksoning this.
Okay.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
I see them. This is like out on the top deck. I
They're
can
on
see
the.
them.
They're below
Mhm.
deck. They're in the middle deck.
Blood Ranger.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
It's got stuff in
yeah,
yours.
a wastrelith.
Jeff
Um,
Michael Jackson.
It's like a demon spawn thing that we're going to kill.
Captain, I'm
Yeah.
a dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm stout.
Yeah.
I'm strong.
Yeah.
I'm paid to tend to the ship.
Yep.
I'll defend it.
You will.
Um.
How's your cannon shooting?
Oh. I mean, I'm a dwarf.
That didn't answer it.
I'm good at shooting cannons.
Insight. I mean, you lied to me. I'm working on insight as well. Crit! 24! Tell me all your secrets, Fury! Forgot your name.
My name is Mild Annoyance.
I mean, you lied to me about that leg that I'm still going to get off of you.
I can shoot a cannon. He can. He's being honest.
Okay. All right. So here's...
I'm
gonna-
particularly good at loading it up because I'm stout and strong.
All right. Which
Aye.
I need you. I have a special job for you. With the remaining crew, find out who's good at shooting and who's good at loading.
I
Because
can load.
You can load.
Yeah.
Find out who can aim and shoot.
Reaper can shoot.
How about what can Casper do?
Well, you know him longer than us.
This is a team building exercise.
All right, he seems to be good at steering and giving orders
So if
and flagellating himself.
yeah, he is good at that, right?
But it makes him stronger, he says. All right,
Okay.
I can get on
How
board
about
with
Easy? What can Easy do?
Easy's. She's.
With a cannon. Can she shoot a cannon?
She makes him go
cannon
off.
shoot.
Yeah.
All right, good. So we're gonna need all hands on deck. You hear that, Casper? We're gonna need all hands on deck.
Got it, Captain. Been listening to the whole thing.
He's on the ceiling.
We're gonna need you guys to broadside and just go to town.
Yes. We'll broadside and go to town. The cannons.
Yep. All right.
What are we firing at?
A demon thing, a wastrelith.
Oh, what's it look like?
I don't know. You'll know it. It's probably big and scary and looks like it'll kill you.
All right. Fire the cannon at the big scary thing.
We're not there yet.
Oh, right.
Just keep going.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
Yep, I'm done.
are done with your training. Roll for the sake of the downtime, because you're working on your athletics singularly.
Oh, all right.
Roll for your second day.
What am I rolling?
Another athletics check.
Gotcha.
If I would have noticed them doing it, I would have joined on the second day.
Okay. Well, if you
Or on
want
the
to,
first day.
for the sake of this, if you,
Yeah.
13.
so you want to work on athletics as well.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
On the way out there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So they go ahead and eventually Killian comes down and so you have
I start showing him my form.
a halfling, a dwarf,
And
and a tabaxi, all being instructed in squat exercises and other leg exercises by a adolescent storm giant. Yeah. Wonderful.
Who's smoking?
Go ahead and roll your athletics check for the first day.
15 minus 2 is 13.
13.
That's what I got.
So you pace with Bart as he is kind of getting the hang of it, and you're getting the hang of it as well. Day 2 comes by, that lactic acid buildup. Whoo! You are sore.
But still crush it. 14.
14.
13.
13 again. And natural 20.
Now, question: does Furious keep his leg to the side?
Yes, he kind of, for day 2, he's kind of moved it in a weird, it's above his knee,
Slide hand.
and so it's still attached to his body,
Oh, I know. No, I'm joking.
but he's just kind of bent it back as he's going to town. All right,
Gosh,
I need
he's so
each of you to roll a D100, please.
All of us?
Nope, each of
Okay.
them. Just one D100.
24.
Okay.
You snap a ligament.
60.
All right,
It's
so
a 6.
No.
and
60.
in your sheet, just mark down athletics plus 24 and athletics plus 60 for you, Killian.
Noise.
So, very good. What is the rest of the party doing? JB, what have you been doing? So those are 2 days of downtime, had some athletics.
Unless he's disturbed, JB will stay out of the rain in his quarters.
Quadas.
And he's going to do 2 things. The first thing is he's going to... Well, this is the last thing. At the end of the journey, he's going to use the ritual illusory script to write a letter. No one knows who it's to. But he's going to go up to who's the deckhand?
There are 3 deckhands and 1 second first mate.
No, the second first mate.
Is Casper.
Casper.
Like you didn't know. Come on.
It's gonna go to Casper with it.
Yes, friend JB.
Yes, Casper. I have created a letter here. Only you can read it.
Oh.
No one else is able
Is
to
it for me?
read this script here.
Are we pen pals?
No, sir. I have a task for you. Should we not make it out of this situation?
Wait, is this thing dangerous? Like, really?
It is. It is
Really
not.
inconvenient.
No. I will need you to open this letter upon us not arriving back here, confirmation of our deaths, and transcribe it onto a. Wait, can you write?
Yes.
I'm
very educated.
Excellent. And transcribe it onto regular parchment, which I have provided in the envelope.
Parchment, is that like fancy paper?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I educated.
Just copy it down word for word, and I'm going to need you to deliver this to someone. Anyone associated with our party. So perhaps you may sail somewhere that can deliver to
like-
Maine.
Kelson Mare?
He did. Kelson probably would be a not a wise choice.
Oh, okay.
No, Nain, or
Name.
Nain? I presume that Ordo Lux may be able to assist us
Ordo Lux,
for
right.
the help we've provided.
I know a guy
them.
named Roderick there. I'll go to him.
Yes, Roderick would be
So
removed
thickness.
from our list. Anywho, here's the deal. Deliver it to my tower in where I came from.
In Westgate?
Westgate.
I think I heard you talking about
in
that
Westgate, yes.
Right.
I have confidants there that may be able to deliver this
To-
at some point.
To Davy's tower in Westgate if everyone dies and I live. Okay.
Are you coming in with us?
Well, of course.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
I've just decided.
I'm not.
I have not asked Bart, but
I wouldn't.
you will inherit this ship if we all pass. You know this, yes?
Don't plant mutiny seeds.
He knows that's not how the role of captaincy transfers.
At least temporarily, yes. So, this is a letter very important for me. It's in case my daughter is ever found.
Ooh, you have a daughter?
word-
What's her name?
Some words I do not know. I
That's-
just found out that I had a daughter
That's
upon my death.
wow. That's
This is an important task.
yes, it is.
So I'm trusting you with this.
I
Have a good
fell.
day.
I
He
f-
turns around and walks back down to his room.
I'll take care of it. I'll make the trick. Whatever I need to do.
Now, with the rest of the time prior to writing that illusory script letter, JB is going to be focusing on his battle prowess because he got absolutely demolished last time
You
around.
did.
So in his room, he's going to be, for 2 days, casting concentration spells
And slapping himself.
and then mind spiking himself
Oh.
to try and maintain concentration.
And each time you fail, there is also a accompanying jolt from your glasses.
Yes, that's why this should be an exceedingly fast training.
Gabagoo.
Anywho, he's trying to work on con saves and concentration saves in particular.
Okay, concentration saves.
Or his constitution in general, but
Right. And what are the wizard saves? You have intelligence
And wisdom.
and wisdom.
Mhm.
Okay, so working on constitution save.
mm-hmm.
All right, very good. Go ahead and roll 2 such constitution saves for me.
Mm-hmm. That would be a 8.
Okay, that's day 1.
And a 7.
7.
It
All
hurt
right.
more day too.
All right. Please roll a D100 and subtract 50.
Ooh.
That's new.
Well, when you don't pass,
Minus 50?
that's a lot.
78.
Ah,
So 28.
Oh.
So you can put mark down on your for your character con save plus 28,
I like it.
Do I get to
Holy
roll
moly.
mine?
which is still better than Oliver and Bart and their athletics.
Wait, what
Shut
was
up.
yours? What did you get?
I got a 24.
Yeah, you suck.
Listen, I like string bean legs, all right?
He's working on it.
Gonna be
All right.
I got
Very
that
good.
old man strength.
Strength.
So please roll Morthos, since you're taking your 2 days to work with that necklace,
Yep,
correct?
that's correct.
Please roll 2 Arcana checks for me.
He's pretty dumb. A 3 and a 5.
All right. Please roll a single D100 minus 50.
We are so good.
That's like the baseline.
Can he go negative? Like if he rolled like a 20, could he be minus 30 towards
No.
the skill? Okay.
48.
Minus 50?
Minus 2.
All right. So you unfortunately don't unlock any of the
This is like your history checks all over.
any of
I
the
know,
any
right?
of the further but however, you do learn the control water cantrip.
Nice.
As this necklace has been attuned to you for over a year at this point, but
Slow learner.
You have not once interacted with it.
Interacted
What the
till
hell,
right
why
now.
not?
and so you know that it gave Melcene different cantrips, and so you're able to at least figure out how to cast the control water cantrip and do so consistently, and to be able to actually do what the spell is meant to do. And this is made a little bit easier because of your previous arcane training by your old mentor, Zeladon Domenche, who the party now knows was murdered, and you were framed for it.
Framed. Oh, you got it.
Jokes.
Yeah. It's a selective memory.
Selective memory.
Killian would have never done that.
All right. Marishka,
Yay, it's me.
you are working with what? I know you're doing the mirror thing, but is there a specific item you're seeking to grow in your ability to understand, or a skill, language, etc. that you're working on in these 2 days of downtime?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know. So the first day I was working on the mask, and the second day I will work on the ring again.
Okay, so similarly to Morthos, please roll an Arcana check for me for the mask. This is day 1.
12.
Okay. And day 2, an Arcana check for the ring.
Don't fail me, new dice. They failed me 3.
3. All right. So day 1, please roll a D100 even.
Ooh. Wait. Am I crazy? What is this? I hate 100.
You got a 1 and a 6? A 1 and
No,
a 2?
this one. 1 and a 12. Consistency.
Okay. So you make 0
that's
progress
Aw.
with the mask. I'm sorry. You make 12 progress with the mask. Go ahead and roll for the ring.
Oh, duh.
Day 2 was the lower one, yes?
Yeah. That one is 30.
Okay, you make no progress with the ring.
That's stinky.
All right. Rubius.
DM. Point of just I assume you meant shape water, not control water.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes.
no,
Thank you.
No.
I was
no.
gonna say, if you want to give me control water,
The
I'll take
cantrip,
it.
the cantrip, yeah, control water is what, level 2 spell?
4.
4. Wow. Yeah, shape water.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yep,
clarifying. I'm going to continue to blame it on COVID brain. So,
Milk
shape
it while you
water.
can.
Very good. Thank you for correcting me, and appreciate that. as you are aware out of game, that necklace does ultimately allow for its wielder to know every water-related spell.
Holy moly!
That's cool.
If
and
you
you haven't
I've
even
had
looked
this
at
for
this?
a year and never even bothered.
What the heck, man? Every water spell? And cantrip?
yeah, and cold. So anything water, ice, water, all forms.
Must
so
be
all the
nice.
gaseous ones as well.
And our Echo Night Fighter. has
OMG,
it.
this
Yeah,
is
right,
so
that makes sense.
thematic.
It's not like we have any other wizards here.
Or sorcerers. All right. Very good.
Make a lot of steam with water.
Rubius eventually is able to kind of get his sea legs under him a little bit and is relatively quiet as he's thinking about what may be if I was able to go into my own soul. What would I learn? As he continues to contemplate that possibility. Also knowing that he doesn't have 10,000 gold to afford the fee. So. And Ray continues her. She gets what looks to be 17 on the die. She gets 2 of them done in the 2 days
nice.
that
So the lion and what's the other one?
I'm gonna let Ray.
Gotcha.
So
Day 2 for my athletics. Can me and Furious wrestle?
well, he already rolled a natural 20 on day 2.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't.
Day 3.
You lost.
There's a,
As the storm intensifies and the waves begin to get choppier and stronger, you see.
Are we moving on to day 3?
Yes.
Can I do some role playing before that?
Yes,
No.
you may.
No.
Okay.
You see in the distance. I'll set it up for you.
Thanks.
You see in the distance a destroyed lighthouse, maybe 3 or so miles off. You're not far off the coast, but you're not directly adjacent to the coast either. You're enough where you're over the continental shelf, and you do see it far off, and so you get the sense that as the morning of day 3 reaches you, and it's late morning, maybe 11 o'clock or so, that you are in the vicinity of the lair. But prior to that point, any role-playing or conversations you wish to have with each other or any other characters,
Yeah.
proceed.
So on day 1, when I take the Goodberry up to Morthos,
Mm-hmm.
I want to check to see if Lesser Restoration would help his healing on his legs.
Okay.
Do I need to make a check to do that, or
So
would I know innately?
what was explained to Morthos when the clerics removed the curse and then mended him is that there would need to be regenerative magic used to actually
So it's not like paralyzed. It's
mend
more of
the
a
bones.
okay.
It's the bones are just they've been magically set, and they're basically just kind of reattaching themselves
Okay.
to each other. And so the only spell that would actually affect this is not lesser restoration or greater restoration, is actually regeneration,
Okay.
which is a much higher level
Right.
spell. So
No, I don't have it now.
Yeah,
I was just-
yeah.
Okay. I have Lesser Restoration. That's why I would want to see if I can do it. But I do want to check in on him as well. So. Hey, Morthos. How are you feeling?
Well, the pain has subsided a little bit. It still hurts quite significantly.
Should we fill in the rest of the group on what happened? I haven't said anything because I know you're the strong silent type. So
Well, I don't think there is a reason to inform them of the change quite yet.
okay.
More hiding of secrets.
I think
Nothing's changed.
Seriously, nothing has changed.
There's no new Morthos.
not yet.
Why can't Morthos walk? Oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
I will be fine. I will be fine.
Is there any progression? Like, I'm gonna ask him, but also I want to just kind of do an insight check. So we have about another day and a half until we get to, a big monster thing that we have to kill. You think you're feeling like you might be ready by then? It would be helpful.
So Morthos he stands up, acting like tough guy, and kind of walks around the crow's nest. And he's like, "See,
5 feet.
I can walk. I can move."
Go ahead and roll your insight check.
And then he goes and shows him his fancy slippers he's got on. Goes, "See, look," and he even kind of walks sideways on the crow's nest and kind of walks around the inside. He goes,
With
"Look,
your spider climb
my spider climb
slippers.
slippers."
Yep.
24.
Wait, are these like
You
bunny
notice that while he is maintaining his composure, he is kind of in an understated way, kind of gritting through the pain, and he is walking, but it's a ginger walk.
Okay.
His skin is reddish brown. It is a dainty walk. He is not of the same vigor and verve as he normally would be with.
But he's up on his feet today, and yesterday he wasn't.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, I it's good to see that you're on your way. I won't tell anybody about the good that you've done, but I will say once again that I am quite proud of the decision you've made, as I think it's best for you and for the group.
I agree, but no need to make a fuss. It is what is the best, but you are correct.
I think the rest of the group should know that you care about them that much as well. So when you're ready, I think it would be wise to let them in on. I mean, we have seen your entire soul already, so there's not much that you can't bear to us that would surprise us.
But it doesn't mean that it is easy to face you quite yet.
I understand. That's why I haven't forced you into it. But
Fair.
I do think that we all care about you, and there will be questions asked, and they, I think they would respect
I think
you enough for that.
I think this time, while we are traveling at sea, is time best spent me understanding my own self.
That is wise to look inside. Again, I've already seen it, so if you have any questions,
Some of us must come to terms with it.
questions?
I'm just teasing. I do appreciate you. I'll bring you a good berry tomorrow again.
Thank you, Gillian.
Very good. Any other role playing anyone wishes to?
It's day 3.
It is day 3. Yes.
I want to wrestle him.
This is not a downtime day.
Yeah, I would be
This-
painting each night again, but we don't have to do anything there.
Very
Just letting.
For the sake of it, roll a religion check for me.
Roll well.
Don't roll.
We're getting our bad rolls out now.
That's an 18.
What's my religion? Ooh, 19.
19.
So it's an intelligence check.
As
Or wisdom
you paint,
Yes. Sorry.
you do your best to kind of cover your canvas because the rain is continuing to come down.
Mm-hmm.
And as you paint, you notice that there almost seems to be a break in the weather above you, as if the rain is being held back by nature itself to allow you to continue to paint and explore your meditations so as to allow the process to go unhindered.
Mm.
And you notice this, and it brings a comfort to you that, okay, something is going on here. I'm getting closer to something.
Nice.
So, as you have the sails lowered and you begin to, you kind of put down anchor, you're about 3 miles off the coast and your progress is stopped to allow you to kind of determine how you want to proceed. as you see the old battered lighthouse up on a bluff that rises maybe 100 feet or so above the water. You see the waves crashing into the stones, large boulders and jagged kind of rocks that emerge out of the wake and the surf. And you can see how there is an inlet, but it's behind this kind of row of stones that almost protects whatever this kind of inlet is from the heaviest waves, as the waves all kind of crash against the stones. And it's from this distance really all you can make out. It looks, apart from using, the scopes that you have on the ship, it almost looks like one solid bluff, one solid overlook. But with the use of the scopes, you can see that, no, there is a break in the wall, and the water does flow through. Anyone who is seeking to see specifically can roll a perception check.
Yes, please.
I want to see if the water's black.
Yep.
Perception?
Perception, yes.
I'm so good at that.
That's correct.
Can I use my elf eyes to see?
Sure.
25.
Half elf eyes. One eye is good.
17.
5.
Mariska,
You suck.
Great tonight. I'm getting him out now. It's fine.
this is the first time you've ever used
Your eyes.
one of these scopes, and you look through the fat end, and it doesn't seem to work right. It's like weird. It must be broken.
This thing was designed for morons.
Bart comes over,
He's been set up.
turns it around. You now watch as he looks through it.
Is that how that works?
You've been paying attention
To
to
Rubius.
Rubius a little too much.
He was
Yeah.
he was looking out over the deck the whole time.
Yeah, the wrong way. We let him do that. It keeps him
But
quiet.
he said he was seeing things.
Oh, he's seeing things. Yeah.
Can I deadpan look at Rubius?
He looks back at you and kind of shrugs. Yeah.
So I hand it to her the right way and go, look that way, baby.
She'll look again.
Yeah, I'm gonna like ghost it.
The breeze billowing.
Do you allow him
Wait,
to do this?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Which eye would you prefer, left or right?
Right?
Okay.
Does it matter?
It could. I mean, if you had a patch over your left eye and you tried left, it wouldn't work.
Well, I don't have a patch.
You know.
So right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna. I don't know. Would I roll again?
Go ahead and roll
Doesn't
again.
matter.
I hope
With
it's worse.
advantage?
No, this is your advantage,
Okay.
basically.
15.
15. It really makes a difference. Okay.
That's interesting. You know, I've actually never been on a ship before.
Me neither. I'm joking.
Mariska, as you look out at the cliff face, it now resolves through the scope, and you do see several large stones which themselves rise out of the water, but there are gaps through them. It's hard to make out the color of the water itself in the midst of the storm and the crashing waves. Oliver, Bart, you take a look at as well, and same thing. You see, however, to the kind of looking at the coast, the right side of this, what looks to be an inlet, a large strewn together conglomeration of wood and branches, trees, wreckage. It just kind of looks like it's sitting on the top of one of these larger, almost pillars that emerge out of the water.
Could I make, with my internal collective sailing knowledge,
Internal collective sailing knowledge.
Well, we are 2 people, and we've been on the open water. So with advantage, obviously, is what I'm saying. This is 2 people working on this.
You can roll a single die insight
good.
check.
Insight? Okay.
Insight to kind
I
of
didn't know.
determine this.
All right.
As you're doing this,
Or
Bart,
you could
Killian,
just give me the.
you see this as well,
Mhm.
and as you look with your trained perception through years of kind of experience
Seeing.
and having been years of seeing, but having been the scout and trained in your old unit, as you would investigate and perceive things ahead and traps, etc. This looks to you like a large, poorly constructed nest up on these rocks. And as you watch the waves crash against the stones and then begin to retreat, in the retreat, it does look to you like the waves are coated almost with an oil. There's a blackness that kind of ekes back out. And as the storm pushes back against the rocks, it recedes. But then as the water settles again, it emerges again back from the stones.
From the so
So it
from
looks
that
like
nest or from
the
all
it's in the
stones?
water
Yeah.
coming back out of the inlet.
Right.
As the waves crash and then kind of recede, that's when you see the black
Okay.
water.
So it's just kind of coming all from that inlet. There's not like a stream coming from.
No,
one
it's just
specific
it's
area
in the
of it.
water
Gotcha.
itself. As it, think of like a, what are those things? An estuary where what's a delta? What's it? Where it all mixes? I can't remember.
That's a
Uh,
estuary. No, that is.
I think
it
it's
estuary?
estuary.
Think of
Thank you,
that where the where the salt water mixes with the fresh water,
Yeah.
right?
That's that.
So
That's where
as
the bull sharks.
as the
Sure. It's true.
as the water
Sure.
from the ocean at large kind of recedes
Gotcha,
from the
okay.
stone, that's where you see the blackness extending.
How tall are these waves?
Waves are several feet high. Out in where you are, it's difficult to tell because you
Wow.
are in open water, and it's not like the storm is not raging as such that it's dangerous to travel, but it's choppy enough to make it uncomfortable. So maybe 4, 5, 6 feet high where you guys are, and the boat's able to kind of weather that with ease.
How much further do I think we can get closer with?
Oh,
the boat?
you believe you can, get right up close to it, but you've stopped several miles away in view of it
assess.
to be able to assess and move forward. So any role playing that you guys wish to do.
You see a thing on the right?
Uh,
That poorly constructed wooden.
yeah, it looks like a poorly constructed nest.
Oh, that's a big nest.
Yeah, I think so. There's also all you remember that poison black stuff?
Yeah.
It's coming from
Great.
that area, that inlet right there.
Well, this is what we trained for. We were going to broadside it. How close do you think we should get? Set
Well-
up the cannons on one side.
Yeah, I think that's if we kind of come in and turn, we can get pretty close to those rocks. I think without.
How close do we want to be, though?
Well, I don't know where this Wasterlith is, but I think the boat's our getaway, so we want to get close enough to shoot cannons, but not close enough that it's an easy target for our enemies. Enemy?
Yeah, I mean,
That would be my.
the cannons have some decent distance, though.
How much?
I don't know. Casper, how far is the cannon distance on these bad boys? Slaps the side of the boat.
Well, Captain, your cannon range depends on how much charge you place within, right? You know this, of course, Captain.
Yeah.
And so,
Furious, how much charge would we place within a cannon, typically?
well, depends on how far you want to shoot the ball.
How-
You see, if you want to go farther, you put more gunpowder in. Aye,
Yeah.
you follow?
Yeah. What's the maximum range?
Oh, that's a bit of a different question then, isn't it? Right. So you could probably shoot, not accurately as closer in, of course, but About 1,000
Holy
to
crap.
2,000 feet or so. At a maximum range,
Yeah.
harder to hit,
Yeah.
more gunpowder required.
So between you two, if we wanted to set this up close enough to those rocks, but not so close that the wastrelith could drag us in and kill us all. What 100 feet? Does that feel good?
Maybe 3 to 500 feet.
Oh yeah,
Aye,
yeah, not 3 to 5 feet. I would
That-
be close. We'd
that'd be-
basically be docking.
right, yeah, yeah. I was just short, abbreviate, right.
Did you
Yeah.
say docking?
When people don't understand me, it makes me angry.
No, I got you. I was clarifying.
Way bad.
All right, good.
So, what do you think about that? That's from our cannon experts. 3 to 500 feet.
Yeah, I mean, I have limited cannon experience, so I trust it.
Me too.
Well, have you seen anything to actually shoot at though?
I mean, there's
Uh-huh.
rocks and a nest and
There's rocks and water and nests, like
Yeah.
typical side of the ocean.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
No, this
big
is
nests are pretty typical.
This is like a quite a large nest.
Well, yeah.
How,
And remember the ink stuff, the poison. That's a big hint of.
is it higher than us? Same level as us?
That's a good question.
It is on your ship from this distance, not possible to tell.
Okay.
You'd need to get up closer to be able to gauge kind of
Mentally, how far are we right now?
about 3 miles. How far are you from
Well,
what?
5,280 feet in a mile.
Right?
So we're at 15,000 feet.
Yep.
And we're good for 1,000 to 2,000 feet. Okay.
Yeah. So about a quarter mile.
We
or
can
so.
make it.
Too much maths.
Let's get closer. Like a half a mile out.
Maybe we ready the cannons just in case there's
Well, the
as
So you have-
as we get
Right now, there
going.
are 2 cannons on each side of the ship, and then 1 cannon forward.
Yeah.
Which is the bow of the ship forward? I don't remember.
Molly's not here. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Thought
know
it was
either. So you got on the starboard and the stern 2. I think that's right.
Left and right, 2.
Left and right, and then the bow 1.
Straight ahead.
Prow is
So
the
if-
forwardmost part of a ship's bow.
Bow.
the water
so I got it
line.
right. Okay.
So the idea would be broadside, the 2 on the right go to the left,
Mhm.
or the 2 on the left go to the right, depending on which side we point it.
All right.
And we pack those bad boys at 300 to 500 feet, and we just start picking things off.
I say we do the right side of the ship.
Yeah.
Because then after we shoot, we're gonna have to park this bad boy and travel by land. We
Yeah.
can't come in by water. The boat's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think I could
Uh,
set cannonballs on fire?
I'm not sure what we're shooting at, but if you
Oh, well,
want to
nothing
launch
yet.
metal balls into the ocean, feel
is,
free.
Well, we're not shooting until we see something, but
Oh,
I
It's like
think
preventative shooting.
yeah, it's called defense.
So if you're
Or alerting
parking, if
the enemy
you're
of our
trying to
presence.
put
Yeah.
the cannons on the right side of the ship would be facing south, which is back towards Sirloon.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you seeking to put the 4 cannons on that side?
I think that would be the smartest, because if we have to make
More
a quick
charges.
getaway, we want to be pointing in the direction we got to run to, and we would like more available shots on that side.
Okay, and you do have the 5th cannon available. You can move that as well. Put all 5 there.
And then I'm gonna put the deckhands
Ooh.
down
Okay.
in the lower levels and move all the supplies and equipment to the opposite side of the boat.
Balance.
I like
They set all that up.
I like it.
They're able to do that.
As
We have a hand cannon too, right? On the right next to the captain's.
So that's the forward cannon.
Gotcha.
The forward cannon is a smaller pound cannon.
Okay.
I don't know what the pounds are, but it's a swivel hand cannon.
Okay.
That you can position to the right side to be able to pick off things closer into the ship.
Yeah, things that might fly or flock from a very large nest.
I mean,
I think pounds
that's
are
a
measures of
reasonable
weight.
inference
Yeah.
from the description.
Could be a really good Pegasus.
There are deadly pegasi,
Maybe a
Pegasi?
giant eagle.
Pegasus,
like a rock,
Pegasus.
Yeah.
maybe, or like a big old hippogriff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those tend to live
We're-
right on the
Um,
ocean's
If
edge.
you want to get closer, there's no reason why I couldn't attempt to hide our ship from the enemy as we have done before.
Oh yeah, let's do
If
it.
we are approaching from land, could we not have the
Is-
deckhands make an attack while we sneak in? Its attention is preoccupied by the ship, and then we get a sneaky sneak.
I mean, I think I love that idea. let's camouflage ourselves so we can get closer. It would make potentially getting to land less of a trip. And we won't fire until we see something worth firing at, right? Right, gang? Right? Casper?
Yes. What's the question?
Now let me get can I get a rules thing here from our DM real quick?
Yep.
If we were to put Ray in front of our ship and strap her to the ship and have her swim a little bit, would she technically be carrying the boat?
Go on.
No.
David Hasselhoff it?
Okay, but what if she got under the boat and started lifting up?
Then she would be carrying it.
Interesting.
Yep. Yep.
What if she water
Good
walked
distinction
under the boat?
Between the rope and the actual handheld.
Hmm.
So we if you were gonna approach from land, I would gladly defend the ship and shoot stuff. If something comes at the ship, we we'd be less powerful than if you were here with us, intercepting said things. But you do what you do, and we'll see what happens.
As we get closer, do I see?
I love how the DM says that.
As Casper.
As,
You idiots do what you do.
as we get closer, do we see?
Death.
Yeah, do I see a landing spot, or is there can I see further into the inlet?
So you move up about a half a mile away, which is about a half a mile away in
Yeah.
feet. Whatever,
2,500 feet.
whatever a quarter of that is. I think that'd be a little less, but yes. About 2,000 feet away, we'll say. And you are able to see more clearly now that the ship can certainly get up closer, but there's no easy landing space. In order to get to the rocks themselves, you'll have to take a dinghy.
JB does not take dinghies.
You could, of course, try to go to the land on either side of the inlet and make your way. But if you're approaching the bluffs and the base of the large lighthouse, you would probably take a smaller vessel to be able to navigate the rocks.
How close can we get in the big boat, without it being?
You think you
dangerous?
could get maybe 100 feet away,
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we want
without
3 to 5.
without worrying about
Yeah.
the
Rocks.
if you anchor, throw down anchor, you think you could kind of withstand the waves of the storm, but there's a reason why there's a lighthouse here, right? This
Right.
is a dangerous
Yeah.
plot of water, and as you look kind of on the other side of the lighthouse, off to the left, there do look to be the remains of a small little dockside town, which is destroyed.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Bear with me for just a second. We get the boat parked. We take the little dinghy. On the way there, I got a couple spells that will hopefully help us in our endeavor here. I can make us all walk on water, so we don't have to fear the drowning or consuming any of this black liquid.
That's right. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. But I also will cast Pass Without a Trace, so that we can do some scouting when we get closer to the nest and lair and demon thingy that we're about to
so
fight.
anyone would need to stay within 30 feet of you to
Right.
take advantage of that.
Yeah,
And water walking is not
not
concentration, so
concentration.
you can do both of those at the same time.
yeah.
Hold on. How far from the shore are we?
You're right now about 2,000 feet. You've moved up about 2.5 miles.
Okay, wait. So, all right. So we're looking at something in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
There's no land here, though.
So there is, so right now you're facing south. You've kind of brought the ship around You're slightly, not necessarily facing south, but you're facing southwest. You're coming in at a southwesternly angle,
Okay.
so that as you get closer, you could then broadside with the right, the starboard side. I don't know if that's the right side of the ship with the 5 cannons you have
Passenger
placed
side.
there. Yes, the passenger side of the ship. There is land all along that western horizon. There is nothing on the eastern horizon or the north and the south. So there is land all along the western horizon, and there is a large bank of cliffs that to the south, so come to the left, recede downwards to this destroyed dock town, and then it's just kind of beach, but further cliffs. So it looks like there was an area where there was a bit of like a fishing town. And then to the right of the destroyed lighthouse is this inlet with the large rocks where there seems to be this this mixing of the black water with the surf of the sea itself. And then beyond that, it's a continued cliff that then ultimately kind of goes back and recedes into beaches. So you could make dock. You could take a dinghy to the north or south and come in over the land.
Yeah.
You could do that. You can also approach from the water itself.
So, Killian, I'm wary of walking on top of whatever's in this water. Why don't we just simply go to land and walk to the lighthouse while the ship launches after some sort of signal we give it?
Well, I think my struggle with that is I'm pretty sure this thing's gonna be close to the water, and if not in it, and this inlet looks pretty well protected. So my guess is that if we come from the land, there might be a slight disadvantage for us as well.
As opposed to coming at it from its home turf.
Well, that's
An
the pass
element?
without the trace and searching what we can find when we get closer in the inlet. I mean, I'm okay with either, but we're getting further away from our escape as well.
Oh, we were planning on leaving here at some point.
Got
it.
That'd be the goal, yeah.
Yeah, death
That's
isn't the goal.
Well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will. I
Oh,
will certainly.
Speaking of death, I have the ability to perform a ritual, a spell that could save one of us if we get into dire need. But I do need one of those diamonds that we saw them use on you.
Did you pick one up?
Well, that's what
in time?
I didn't have enough for it, but I was wondering if somebody else may have grabbed one. And my passive insight instantly knows that you have one.
You're like playing with it in your pocket, like frozen.
Playing
After all, why
Well,
shouldn't I have
I have a diamond here. I'll give it to you.
Any conditions?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't use it on me.
Done.
If there is another person that
Gotcha.
needs it.
Okay. Well, I can't. I'm not sure I can make any promises in,
Don't you have the
in
Hippocratic Oath?
the situation of turmoil that would be. But
No,
I will
Save
do.
me or another person, you save the other person.
Do Vedalkins float?
I can breathe underwater for a little while.
Just if you
When I'm
like.
dead, I float.
That's what I'm asking. If you died and we needed like something to hold on to,
That's a little morbid,
just say.
but I get it.
It's good to prepare.
I appreciate your willingness to sacrifice for the group.
Right. You have not agreed to the terms. I did not buy this diamond for myself.
That's very thoughtful. I think we should be very proud of him.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, that shows growth.
Yeah.
I'll do what I can.
On anyone else.
I
but
can't
you.
make any promises in the moment.
I
Who
can.
knows what's gonna happen?
You're right.
And if
I'll
you
hold this
die, I'll make
diamond
sure to
then.
find your daughter, like we talked about. That thing that I got it. I'll do
Does
it.
he actually say that?
What?
Wait, time out. You have a
You have
daughter?
a daughter?
You just found this out?
You dog! You have a daughter! Where is she?
I'm,
What's her name?
I'm fairly certain we talked about this actually.
I
In the
forgot.
in the last episode.
It was a long time ago.
At least
was a
with
long
one
time
time
ago.
ago.
That was a year and a half
At least
ago.
with one of you. Well, now that the
I wasn't listening.
tabaxi's out of the bag.
Wait, was that supposed to be a secret?
No, sir, I did not.
I mean, it's
say
not like he
anything.
That's
wrote it
right.
in a
I wasn't
weird
told
script.
that, so I
You're
just.
fine. You're fine.
Okay,
At
sorry.
least they know before I go.
Oh, you plan on dying?
Well, that makes
No.
not saving
But
you. A
I
little
got
bit more
one shot
complicated.
last time, and so I'm just preparing myself.
I'll tell you what. It was impressive how quickly you fell. Like a glass jaw.
I'm gonna probably grab a knife before we head in there and pretend I'm a rogue or something.
Actually, I have a nice array. Oliver picked up a nice array in the captain's quarters if you'd like some.
Yes, well,
Mr. JB, I will make a promise that I will do what I can that's best for the group and try to save as many people as I can.
yeah, sure.
But I would need the diamond to do that.
Oh, well then you'll have to agree to my terms.
I pull Killian aside. Just say yes and lie.
Listen,
I-
I have
I'm-
come. Listen, the reason why is I have experienced part of what would happen if I were to die, and it is not so bad. I'm not sure the outcome of some of you, but and so this is why I made this. This is why I want to say this. I'm fine with it.
I understand.
How?
What
My
I
wish is my dying wish. Hopefully, I do not die. That I have left a piece to save someone else. And I have set my affairs in place.
I
You may retrieve the diamond once you agree. Let's continue on.
I understand.
I also understand. Let's continue on.
You're not gonna give it to me?
No, you have not agreed to
I
my
literally just said I
terms.
understand.
Right, I also understand.
I understand and I agree.
Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you.
Reluctantly.
Thank you. That's fine. No,
And then
I
I
will
look at
not
Killian
die.
and I
Don't you
wink.
worry this time. I might not even be
Well,
saving the entire fight.
if there is two people dying and he's one of those people dying, his wish is that
Okay, so the diamond has been transferred to Killian. You can put that in your inventory.
Under charge of perjury if he...
I understand.
Nothing was
asterisk.
signed.
I'm not alive.
This is a spoken word state.
I'm
Oh,
not
is it?
calling you a truther.
Yeah? That'll pass. Legal
Right.
counsel in the chat. Will that pass? All right, so we're 2,000 feet away.
2,000 feet away. Diamond has been exchanged.
You want to go what? You want
I-
to go to one of the sides and with. This is out of game, so I can understand because I'm having a really hard time visualizing the landscape. So we're staring at this thing head on, pointed towards Sirloon. We can come at it on. Three ways we can come at it. Straight through on water.
Yep.
Which seems stupid, but who knows? You know.
With the pointy rocks.
With the little inlet.
Sharp
ding-
rocks at
with-
the
but with the
bottom.
dinghy.
Booyah.
Right. I get that.
And then we could walk on water.
Right. Or
Dunk,
we
dunk,
can
dunk.
go on land from the left or the right. Correct.
Correct.
And all seem fraught with peril.
Story of our lives.
So, yeah.
Can I roll insight on the DM?
I don't know if there's a good answer here.
Well, I think if we're gonna go one way or another, I would go towards the lighthouse and then work our way down. If the land is what we're thinking. But I would say we still park the boat
Oh,
like
yeah, no.
300, 500
Yeah.
feet, and we
We let
drive the
them-
dinghy and we do all the things I said. We just take that path.
Which way Morthos stands up in the crow's nest and which way's the wind blowing?
Roll a survival check.
Nice.
I hope he gets.
Please roll well.
You know I won't.
I know.
A 9.
You
Wait,
suck.
Did you ask for what the history
With
of the wind blowing?
stormy winds about you, it's very difficult to discern the primary direction the wind is blowing. It seems that the storm is kind of swirling in such a way that a skilled sailor could find it and go in one primary direction, but the wind is not lending itself seemingly in any single direction without the skill to know how to harness it.
What's our deckhand's name?
Which one?
Which one?
Casper.
Casper. That's
Yeah.
it.
Should probably ask him all these
He's the
questions.
Hey,
most important NPC.
Casper.
Hey,
Which way's the wind blowing?
Rubius is the most
how-
important.
You've been up there the whole time?
Well, who do you think's been on the lookout for this?
Oh, I just didn't see up there. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you know, I'm hard to miss sometimes.
You blend in, yeah, with the darkness and the clouds and all that gloom, yeah.
Do you know which way the wind is blowing? I just feel like it's my fingers wet. That's all.
Right, it's it's kind of swirling around in the storm. We can probably go north or south. It'd be hard to go east and west. That's why we're cutting with it southwest here to get closer.
We have to go north then. Right.
So I think that might be our answer then.
All right.
All I know is I don't want to walk on water.
Let's do it.
I have 9 good berries left because I would have made one for
Yep.
him, so I would give one to everybody.
Okay.
giving
Ray
one to,
and
like,
Rubius
Casper?
take one as well.
Yeah, I would make sure everybody had as many as I have. So
So give Casper, one, and
So then there's
that would be 8 people. Then there's 2 of the 3 deckhands you can give one to.
Well, Easy's been.
I
trying
give them all to
bone you.
Casper.
Okay.
I give all the
Ooh.
extras to
So
Casper.
Casper has all
Yeah.
3. So Casper has 3 good berries,
Yeah.
and
If
Zemni comes
he
up
know
at
how to
this
use them?
point, and he is in his halfling form. He looks at you and is like, what do you want me to do? What should I do with to defend the dudes here and the dudettes? Like what do we want to do here?
When did he start saying dudes
I don't
and
know,
dudettes?
it's just-
Well,
Now, for some
we've been on
reason.
the open water for
Surf
3
for
whole
Zemni,
days,
bruh!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Hang loose, brah.
Yeah. Why don't we leave them on the ship just in case?
Listen, I went into someone's soul. I've been set free.
My chakra's been opened.
Yeah, third eye. Woo.
Nice. What are we doing now?
Yeah. Let's leave them on the ship in case something gets here.
yeah,
We can help defend.
I think that's wise. if you're okay with that, Mr. Zimney,
This voice hurts my throat. Okay, right. Yeah, I'm good with it. Let's
Okay.
do it.
all right.
To the north.
Yes.
All right.
As we get on the, how far does the the landing spot?
I
look
don't like his
from
face.
The landing spot in the north look from the inlet. How far is it
So-
gonna take us to travel?
Probably about 200 to 300 feet of cliff before it tapers down to beach to the north of the inlet.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to take your dinghy there, then you can certainly do that. Where are you parking the ship?
I hate you so much.
We're gonna do like how with a car, how you can get really slow and you can hop out while it's still moving.
Can I pass without
That.
a trace on the boat?
So you're not parking the ship.
We're going to park it where we talked about,
After we
facing
get
the
off.
southwardly position. So we're kind of swooping
How close to the
300 feet.
500 feet.
500 feet.
He said they could be accurate 3 to 5.
Oh yeah.
Let's go 5.
Five.
so 500 feet out?
Fully
far as-
explaining the plan to Casper, also explaining how to use those good berries,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and thoroughly
a signal.
explaining each other's roles. And when things start popping, you start
Pop
shooting.
All right, very good.
So they're
So-
waiting on us to start.
Oh, I forgot to bring.
Or
it.
when
When
they
they
see
see it
something
coming,
big,
yeah.
bad, and evil trying to
Okay.
potentially kill them.
Good.
Wait, are we gonna have to dodge cannonballs?
Probably.
Hope it worked
Talk
out.
for a moment.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Okay.
Talking for a moment.
All right,
So-
so we're gonna come from the north and die
Right.
that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
And our ship will get taken
and then
down
our
without us on it. So, I mean, at least we have options, right? Do you want to die in the water or die on the beach?
I don't want to be in the water.
so my idea is that
Sharks.
we'll,
This is currently out of character.
No, but I'm saying in all characters I don't like the ocean.
well, I'm gonna cast walking on water.
I don't need that.
Anyway,
I have a
I feel like we
ring
should,
of
though,
water walking.
anyway.
Like walking. No, I'm going to.
Yeah, I know, that's what
I'm
I'm
just
saying,
trying
like,
to
just
figure
in
out
case.
when. It only lasts for an hour. That's why I'm trying to figure out when that one does.
That's
Pass without traces.
That might be
concentration, so-
that might be more important. Like I said, I don't need water walking.
Well,
Who does?
Me?
Those two
You do?
and me.
I don't want
and
to. I don't
Rubius,
want to go on the water, but
and-
if I need to, I would need that.
Everybody except for you and Morthos.
Okay.
Wait, how do you not need walking?
I have a ring of water
Oh,
walking.
that's
Remember the thing I shot out of the water with and you couldn't hold on?
yeah. I forgot.
I'll
about
just
that.
assume that the moment we get, I'll just do it once we get in the
It's a
dinghy
long time
because
ago.
then we'll have. I'm assuming that we'll get to where we're going in an hour and be able to fight. So and pass without a trace. I'll do
Oh,
it
yeah.
then
Do
too.
we think this thing
So-
can teleport?
It's only 500 feet.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
do you
I don't think
thinking?
we'll.
So, also, if we're coming from the north, I think we're going to run into this nest before we run into the lair of the wastrelith.
Right.
Just
Oh, I thought it was one and the same.
keep that. I mean, they're next to each other, it looks like, but I think that's the first thing we're going to hit. So I would anticipate,
Burning the nest.
yeah. And then I would also
Wood
anticipate,
burn?
And eating the eggs.
I would anticipate
That
that's
sounds
also
good.
going to
Sunny side up.
make the thing know we're there.
Ooh, no, definitely
Yeah.
scrambled.
Really?
For a wastrelith egg? Come on. Have you ever had a sunny side up wastrelith egg? There's chunks. You don't want that.
It's fair enough. Fair enough.
Ew.
So you gotta add some
Wastrelith don't
cheese
like
to it.
lay.
Wait, if we eat
unfertilized
the egg,
eggs.
can we say it gave me no nutrients?
They only
It gave me
lay-
no eagle powers.
They only lay fertilized eggs, so
Ew.
you're gonna want to scramble that.
So it's part chicken, part
exactly.
egg.
Exactly. You want to cook it.
Oh man.
All right. I mean,
Did you
we
say-
haven't been
wait, we
together
wanna
in way
burn the
too
nest?
long. I missed
well,
you guys.
eventually.
Yay.
All right. Is there something that you want me to set up with?
Well, can you could you actually camouflage a ship from a distance? Like you said?
Yes, I could also make a mobile camouflage.
Okay.
At this point in my career, yes.
Of that size?
So
to cover a ship?
would you be able to camouflage the unnamed
Well,
ship?
until the ship turns sideways, I could cover it. Once it's turned sideways, it's just too big for me to cover.
Mm.
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 Mm. What if we angle it?
What if you just hide us?
How big can your illusion be? How long?
Go on.
By the way, you would need to take 2 dinghies. You couldn't go in one
Why?
This is a 20-foot cube. It's
because they're
about
only
20
large
foot
enough to take
cube.
2 of you. You know, 2 set. You couldn't all.
I'm gonna walk on water.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you're taking the dinghies in your party, you'd need to have 2 of them, unless you're
fine.
all walking on water.
We'll just tie them together. I think everybody will still be within 30 feet of me.
So, what's the plan?
What's the best plan? I think we're going to.
Yeah, we've chosen. We're gonna go north.
We're gonna go dock on the north in the dinghies.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast water walking and pass without a trace when we get into the dinghies.
Okay. So you get into the dinghies.
Yeah.
Who is where? Rubius is going to be on one
We're so dead.
with
no good
Ray
answers here.
in the other. Ray stays at the middle of the ship, so she kind of anchors it.
She's got a foot in both ships.
Dinghies, you mean? Just so I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to tie the dinghies together, or have somebody who has good rope tying skills tie them together.
Oh,
You got that, Dom?
120 feet to cast it, and then I can keep walking. Yeah. I don't have to see it.
What are you thinking?
I think
Well,
I
I
would
could
tie.
cover
I
the
would.
dinghies.
I think I would tie
No.
them.
If you
Morthos-
just sit far enough
Morthos,
in
which
front
of the
ship,
two?
looking at it will actually cover a larger area if it's
Right.
far enough
Morthos,
away.
which of the two? Where do you guys want to be in your
I want to be with
dinghies?
Ray.
Physics.
In the boat?
I think I would actually want them tied nose to back.
Interesting.
This way.
Yeah, they're easy to maneuver that way.
Oh, JB's just
Okay.
water walking out like a mouse.
I would
Do
be.
you want me in the ship or you want me walking alongside?
It doesn't matter.
I'll walk alongside.
Okay. So Bart is walking alongside.
My lord.
Is it the water is pretty murky? I would assume.
Yeah, it's storm churned, and
Okay.
the closer you get into the coast, the muddier it gets. And as you get even closer, you see little wisps of
Oh, I don't like
blackness
this.
that kind of are.
Okay.
Okay, Marishka's in the front.
I think maybe
but not
in
as
the boat.
concentrated.
No, it's
Okay.
it's so ship main ship, which you still have yet to settle on a name,
Yep.
with your crew, with the five crew members who are there,
I think we're gonna call it full mast.
How about the wandering waste?
are
Well, we have to kill it first.
Yeah, we have to.
You don't get that
The
name
woe
before.
betide us. It's a dang
The
mushroom.
woe betide.
so you have the ship parked. It's about 500 feet,
ish.
right?
And it's
495.
500 feet away from the inlet
Yeah.
and the nest that you see there.
Yep.
Everything is trained. You begin.
I'm in the
We need to
second
roll
dinghy.
stealth.
Hold on. Do we
rolls.
think this thing is in the water?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's definitely active in the water.
Yeah.
That's why I would say probably everybody in the boat is probably.
I
best.
will cast major image below us in the water, so that anything looking up would just see
water.
air.
Water. Okay.
I love wizards.
Smart.
And so we have to get into a smaller place.
What is
boats,
your
both
what-
side by side and us around the boats?
it's 20 by 20,
Yeah,
so that's basically
and I can move it. With
you
us.
can go
Oh, so we do have to go south.
right there. You have your square is
Okay.
right there. What you
Alright.
can do. Killian, JB, and Marishka, where are you guys?
I'm in the front of the boat with Ray and Morthos, and I am just clenching the side of the dinghy, trying to look like I'm not bothered,
The edge of
but
the
I
dinghy is this
hate
far from the water.
everything
I
about
would-
the situation.
Yep.
I don't like the ocean.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't like water.
And Oliver, just for clarification, if Oliver wanted to be in the boat, he could be in the boat with us. I know the models probably aren't big enough for it, but like
No, it's the way that the mechanics of it work. Are they're 15-foot boats, so it's supposed to be
5. Yep.
yep
Oh,
three
okay.
I'm gonna,
three people per boat.
if possible.
Okay.
can
I know that practically in real life you could fit more, but for the mechanics of the 5 gridded squares, that's how it works.
Okay.
Would I be able to walk in front of the two?
No,
no.
because they are. It's the dinghy's actually 20.
20 feet.
It's
But I'm covered in his spell, right?
right. So
Okay.
here next to it, you're in the square.
So I'm gonna be next to Ray, and I'm gonna be holding her hand.
Aw.
So yep, Oliver the tail is holding Ray's hand in the ship.
Yeah.
As Ray has her hammer and she's kind of looking around. Rubius
both
has his
swords out.
crossbow and he's
so-
looking around as well.
Yeah, I whisper to everybody. This is a sneaky sneak mission, just so everybody knows.
Right.
And so
Got
you
it.
begin to make your way. Let's see. I got to go this way, I think.
You just rolled stealth.
Is that better, Dom? Can you get a better zoom on that?
Oh, I'm not even-
Huh?
Podcast
Is there-
you're
is that centered
watching
for you?
ended.
Okay.
There you go.
And yeah, that's good.
Look how cool my figure is. Painted by our DM.
Holy
Whoa, that's a
schmoly.
really good shot.
All right, very good.
Nice.
Good job, Dom.
As you get into the dinghies, you make your way, you disembark from the ship and begin heading towards. So the ship is kind of perched directly across from the nest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys begin going to the north, which is about 200 feet, where it tapers
Yep.
to the north of the nest. As you are making your way there, I need you all to roll a stealth check.
Add 10 to
34.
34?
30.
Now, at any point, I feel like I want to add sound to this to cover or like cover over top. I would be doing that,
Okay.
just so you know.
I rolled a 28, and as we get closer, can I also be holding mirror image, just in case
So
anything?
you're casting mirror image
Can we-
and concentrating on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so mark off the spell being cast.
Yeah.
And you're concentrating on it, and if an enemy emerges, I presume you're going to
Yeah.
cast it on
Yeah.
yourself. Okay, so you are
Is that
concentrating,
really
Marishka.
All right,
I forgot
so
you.
everybody, I'm also concentrating on Pass Without a Trace.
Really get in there. I want to
Okay.
see what Oliver's been eating.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
We can all now walk on water.
What do I roll? Stealth?
And yeah,
Stealth.
plus
Okay, I'm going to
10.
roll for Rubius.
Yep.
That is a 4 on the die.
Actually rolled on
He's pretty
14.
stealthy.
I'm never
He
rolling
is
on
his
D&D
stealth is 8, 12, so 22 for Rubius. And rolling for Ray, that is a 6 on the die.
Whew. How
And
did I say rolling well?
her stealth, so that's 16 plus 5, so 21. So 21 and 22,
25.
25,
28.
28,
17.
17. All right. Collectively, you seem
7.
pretty stealthy as you move forward and you reach the shore. The
Did it.
Wait, nothing happened?
Episode over.
End scene.
No,
you
we
make
just
your
continue.
way. You make your way through the water, and as you are disembarking from the shore, go ahead and roll a stealth check
Another
for.
Now the illusion transitions to land as we as we get on the land, and becomes
It's not as good.
the landscape around where we are.
36.
Nice.
How long does your spell last?
10 minutes.
As how long is Pass Without a Trace? I think it's
Up
like
to an hour.
an hour.
How long did it take us to get to the shore?
5
It took
minutes.
about a half an hour to get to the shore.
To say what?
Oh.
Did not think that would take that long.
You're contending with the storm and
A DM.
and you're going stealthy, which means you're going slowly.
Right, that's true.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
There it is.
Fair enough.
That's better.
All right.
I like that.
All right. Well, I don't cast it again once we get to shore.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just concentrating.
18. I rolled a stealth. 18.
Okay.
29.
36.
18. Stealth.
Oh, stealth.
Plus 10.
27.
What was yours, Marshka?
29.
Okay, that is a natural 1 for Ray, which
That's
is
10.
11 plus 5 is still a
Yeah, that's
16. And Rubius is a natural 2.
This is pretty good.
It's
too.
in character.
So we got a 17.
plus what? He got a 17 as well?
His stealth is also is plus 5.
Okay, so
17.
17.
So you make your way to shore, and there is a bit of a shipwreck there along the sand. The sand is wet, covered with the debris churned up by the storm, which has been going on for the last couple of days. And roll a perception check for me,
Come on.
Killian.
21.
As you approach, you see what looks to be a smaller nest in the wreckage of the ship. That doesn't seem to have been disturbed as of yet.
Let's disturb it.
I mentally tell everybody about it. Telepathically.
Telepathically?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me move this so I get... Sorry, Dom. I'm trying to get this part in here. Look at that. You're so good. Oop, wrong way.
Did you say there's a nest in there?
Small
Yeah,
nest.
Yeah.
small nests, undisturbed.
At the right... Small nest at the...
Tippy top of the ship.
Yep.
Hey, do you want me to like stealth up there and take a look?
Mm-hmm.
Let's turn
Yeah,
the
I
thingies
think-
around too while we're waiting.
You guys do that. I'll
You
can you
you
move and keep me within 30 feet.
that's how far away is it?
From you guys,
Like
it's
50.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Wait, hold on, I have it.
35,
Hold on.
40, 45, 50-ish.
Okay. So I'll stealth like so I'll be in between the two.
I have
Okay,
a potion.
Roll-
of
roll a
invisibility.
stealth check.
Before-
individual.
I
Are you
can
going?
send Sola.
Oh, yeah.
The
all right.
glowing figure?
She won't glow.
Oh, that's...
All right, let's do that.
Oh.
That's safer.
Mm-hmm.
Have
So
you-
you're sending Sola.
So
she can
you'll
go
see-
30
learned a
feet.
new trick.
No, she can move 1,000.
Oh, that's right. You
Holy
I can see
what?
through
Why
it.
do we do anything?
So you'll see Morthos
This
kind
is
of
cool.
grab Ray and just kind of hold on to her. And he'll, obviously he doesn't see anyway, but literally can't see anything now. And Solo will kind of like fly up in the air and just start shooting across the air, and literally will just hover above the ship, kind of going back and forth.
So you watch as this radiant echo emerges, and then as soon as she emerges, her form dims down. And it's like a very low night light that basically blends in with the light coming through at mid-morning. And so Sola is effectively blended in with the light level.
That's crazy.
Which you've never seen Morthos exhibit this degree of control over Sola, which, Killian in particular for you, strikes you. And you also see no hint of shadow within Sola whatsoever, as she had appeared within Morthos' soul.
Right.
So
Sweet.
the figure moves forward, and I need you to roll a perception check as you evaluate what's going on within the ship.
19.
Nice.
19.
Right.
You do see the nest, and you see...
I can also hear through her as well, just in case anything moves.
Okay, very good. You see now, from a higher vantage point, what look to be wings that are crisscrossed kind of above the lip of the nest, with a creature seemingly taking shelter in the stormy weather. And you look and you see that, oh, there's actually 2 such sets of wings, and you can't really see. The nest kind of goes down into the ship, and so you can't really see down in there. But as you look at this nest and you kind of compare it to the much larger nest that was at the mouth of the inlet, it seems to be the same sort of composition. Roll a history check for me with advantage.
Finally.
Finally.
Like 18.
18. These now that you see these look like harpies.
Harpies.
And you know that they have the ability to lure people to them, and sailors are one of their favorite targets to lure to them. And you know that you have a ship that is full of sailors now, untended by you. And you know that they have not yet spotted you as Sola is evaluating them. If there are at least 2 here with a nest the size of the one you saw out there, you imagine that there's probably many more in that nest.
So as he would be holding on to Ray, he would be kind of giving you a play-by-play, whispering to what he's seeing through her, and letting you know of the harpies.
Do we try to sneak around or destroy?
Well, I think they're going to probably hear a commotion, when the cannonballs launch.
I will be on. Well, I don't know if I need to make a history check. The last time we saw a harpy,
Yeah. Well, they were on that island.
They
There
were
was
on the
one
island.
that lured
Ray.
Somebody, me or Ray?
It was Ray.
Ray out towards it, and then
We chased after
you
her.
chased after her. She was able to shake off the effect before she arrived. But
I mean,
she can breathe water, and
And then we got attacked by crab people.
And then
Oh yeah, that's right. They were on that.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Morthos, did you see like a what kind
are you
of a
leaving?
nest is
Are you
this?
leaving?
Once I think I've gleaned everything, I'll dismiss her.
Dismissed.
Dismissed.
Does this nest go like into the sand, like deeper?
It definitely looks like it goes below the surface of the deck of the ship. I cannot see any further.
Does-
I would assume there are more than 2.
Does anyone have any explosives they brought with them?
I mean, we have a walking torch.
Killian pats his cardigan down and I seem to have left the boom booms on the ship.
All right.
You turn. I'm just kidding.
How far away?
wasn't it? I got that one.
How far away is the big nest from this nest?
That's a good question.
About 200 feet.
Okay.
It's on the opposite side of the bluff.
Can your illusions affect sound, or just image?
Yes.
I don't think 200 feet will
many
be
options with that.
far enough
Isn't
away
that
for them
sound?
if we are in a fight in the big nest.
Yeah, they're gonna join and then we'll
You
have to
know
kill
that
them.
Ray was lured
Yeah, from quite a distance.
from about 300 feet
Yeah.
away.
All right, so let's kill them.
So
Everybody get in position and
Let's do it
Stand in
quietly.
we need to sneak up, kill them.
Do we still have our pass without a trace active?
you do.
Yeah, you got about 20 minutes left.
There is no illusion.
Let's. Hey, let me take a crack. You know, that's all I'm saying.
That's fine.
You're gonna
I
go
say
up
I
to
say
them?
let's circle up and everybody
Let's
shoot real
surround
quick
and get a surprise round in.
Yeah.
If that's what we were calling it
Well-
in combat style.
Well, I was thinking I could utilize my one ability to make someone completely invisible, even while they're casting spells or dropping bombs, and they could literally walk up and blow the whole nest up without even being seen.
that sounds nice.
Except for the blowing up part.
And so, I don't know
How long does it last?
why we don't have any grenades or. Plenty of time. A minute.
I mean, a fireball bead would be literally handy right about now.
Don't ask for it to be Farsal bounce.
We have someone who can throw fireballs. It's no problem.
Hi. I do that.
And in the time it took for them to realize the first one went off and recover, she could probably drop another one.
I could do that.
Well, there's that. Can we do anything quieter? Could we just end them without making any noise?
Well, I mean, the spell itself, I've never read that there's actual sound involved in this fire blowing out. Literally, there is no sound mentioned.
Right.
So we've been
raw. We would be lighting wood on fire.
We'll get the
correct?
DM ruling because we've heard these.
The
before.
raw spell does not.
Wait, are you talking about fireball?
I think
Yeah.
sound.
It says a low roar.
An argument for silence from silence in this instance is going. I'm going to rule be a failure.
It does say a
The
low
fireball
roar.
does explode in arcane force
You guys.
Okay.
and makes a explosive sound
Well,
when it ignites.
we have a potion
Well-
of invisibility, and you can make someone invisible, so we could at least have two people cut the throats of the two that we can see. Sneak up on them, then do that, and then they're numbers.
I would rather utilize the one spell that's already active, pass without a trace, and try to do it quietly so we're not alerting the one that's 200 feet away. Yet.
Mhm.
I put
Yep.
my hand on your shoulder and give you the gift of alacrity.
Me.
Add a D8 to your
Initiative.
Initiative.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So you have that. 15 minutes until pass without a trace wears off.
Gosh. Let's sneak up and do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's risk it all.
Quiet.
So who
Quiet.
is you're still concentrating on mirror image, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Who is everyone going? Ruby says, "Well, I'll stay back and
Shoot.
anything that
Yes.
goes up, I'll put down."
I like it.
Yeah, actually, I think that would be a great idea. If someone else who can.
What should I do, guys? I can run up there and I can just bash him with my hammer really hard.
I'll stay back here with you as well, Ray. Yes?
Oh, I'm going to defend you guys from the
Second line of
Harpies,
attack. Yeah.
Harpies,
From the
Har-
Harpies.
The Harpies.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
are they?
your tiara
The
has
simplex
the
bees is what you can.
Oh,
scorching,
I-
doesn't it?
yes. I can hit him with my fiery.
Rage.
Ray,
Yes,
my
yes, you get
scorching
into
ray.
the spirit.
All right, I'll
of
do
it.
that. I'll do that. I like that idea. Good idea.
Burning is fun.
Oh, Rubius, before I go,
Yeah.
I picked up a +1 crossbow here.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm a dual-wielding fiend.
it was Kelson's. Take good care of it.
Oh, that put a damper on it.
Just shoot well.
Got it.
All right. How far apart are they spaced?
How far apart are what space?
Those, because is the other one within 5 feet of it?
There seems to be a 5-foot gap as Morthos explained.
Right.
To you, you don't really. So the side of the ship is 10 feet up here.
Yep.
The wreckage, it is up against the stone here, so you could try to climb the side of the ship or up the rock and into the ship from closer to the water. The bow of the ship, the front of the ship, is raised up out of the water, out of the sand more than the back of the ship. It's kind of sunken closer to the water.
So, all right.
So even though those guys are, for visual sake, on top of it, technically they're actually underneath that overhang.
No, they're in the top part of the nest, but the nest is about, so whereas this is about 10 feet, then the nest goes up about 5 feet, so they're about 15 feet above you. You cannot see them from the ground level. You just see the side of the nest. That's kind of in this area here.
Well, maybe me and the Echo Knight over there.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do it quietly. If anything pops up, then we begin.
Oh, that works for me. I'll
Can you
I'll
get
move.
within range so we?
Yeah,
have to-
I'll move in so you can be sneaky still.
All right.
Sneaky.
All right, so Oliver, Killian.
By
Get-
the way,
I just want to be within 60 feet of the nest.
You watch as Morthos
think you
steps
already are.
out
Yeah.
gingerly, and he cannot move at the same speed as you to keep up with you, so you'd all have to go about.
we carry
Mechanically,
him?
he can move 10 feet for his
Even
movement.
stealthier.
So just if you need to rush along for any reason, just be aware of that. And
what if we all
Marishka.
carry him?
So it's the four
What
of
if he
you
stays
that are
on the
making
boat?
this little excursion.
He's useless to us.
Yeah, I'm just getting in within 30 feet so that they can be sneaky.
Okay, so you move
The others would have turned the dinghies around.
about 30 feet from the.
Friska's really concerned.
I want that to be right.
You want to move? All right, go ahead. And I need, with you moving the dinghies around and you
Oh,
getting
boy.
closer, I need everyone to roll a stealth check.
Stealth check.
I rolled a 31.
Okay.
We still have the plus 10, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
31.
Rubius. 13 on the die.
Plus 5, plus 28,
16 on the die for Ray.
plus 20, 31. All right.
31 for me.
18.
Okay, so you guys all think
19.
you're pretty stealthy. Doesn't seem to be any commotion from the nest. As you approach the side of the ship, how are you trying to get in there?
I have a climbing speed, so I would be inclined.
So you climb right up with ease.
Yep.
And you see the inside of the ship now is just filled with sand and cast-offs from the nest. As you get closer, there seem to be more bits of wood and tree branches and all kinds of things.
Okay.
You now, as you climb up and in, the sand fills the ship higher, so you're about 10 feet below the nest that is just kind of fills the entire front of this part of the ship here. They are still. They remain still, and you have a view of the one on the left, but not of the one on the right. As you see as its head, it's a female head that has a female upper body, bear, that kind of is covered with feathers on its arms and along the lats, the lateral muscles that then kind of go to heavily feathered legs and lower body that end in bird feet, and she has bird-like kind of claws that extend from her fingers. It's a humanoid face, and it's just kind of
Lovely.
looking up as its wings are extended above and its hands are kind of out, just looking up at the storm. You see the wings of the other, but that's about it, as the lip of the nest still obscures the harpy to the left of it. So Oliver is up and in. Morthos, what are you doing?
Morthos will actually continue to sneak along the outside of the boat.
Okay.
And when he gets to where he remembers the first one was, that's when he will literally walk up the side of the boat.
Okay.
and just kind of,
Mariska, what do you... Before we
eyes
get to
right
that, because I'm
over
going to have you roll your own stealth check. You are still within 30 feet of Killian. Mariska, what are you doing?
I would message Oliver,
Okay.
Bart, to give me a hand up over.
If you message them, that will dissipate your
Oh, that's right.
mirror
It's
image.
concentration. Never mind. Okay.
Can I roll a perception?
Uh,
So
see it,
pass
right?
without a trace does
yes, Killian.
I see it.
what?
Don't,
Is it sound?
ex-
wave your hand around.
excuse
What's wrong with you?
Can't see it.
Miss Mariska, this is happening in your head, by the way. Miss
Okay,
Mariska, are you trying to get what's
I'm
happening?
short.
Then I'll look at Oliver. I'll telepathically tell.
Oliver
Mr.
is... You do not see Oliver. He's on the other side of the wall of the ship. You can see Morthos.
Are there handholds? Like, is it pitted? The structure.
It is climbable. You'd have to roll an athletics check to climb it. It is slick from the storm. You
I did mention P90X, so.
So you're climbing up, making your athletics check.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine.
Where
Oh,
are you
Lord.
trying to climb it?
The lowest height, so the
Okay,
far
so
end.
kind of a long.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we get to your climbing and athletics, Morthos, go ahead and roll your individual stealth check to get right up to the lip of the nest.
Come on.
While they're doing that, I would cast Shillelagh on my throwing club.
Okay.
It's a touch. It's just
So
a,
you cast
so just and then I
Shillelagh.
would ready an
Yep,
action
that's
for
not concentration,
no
so
no
you're good.
yeah.
So you are shillelagh'd. Shillelagh lasts how long?
It's
Forever.
It's like
Lasts forever.
a minute.
I thought so.
So-
Okay. So time is now ticking.
Yeah.
On that.
Yeah.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. That's with the
I'm
plus 10.
assuming things
Yeah.
are gonna happen.
I rolled
okay.
a 10.
You rolled a 10. All right.
I'm getting them all out now.
Yeah.
I didn't roll well on the last couple.
Go ahead and roll your athletics check, Mariska.
Hypothetical question here. You're a distance damaging sorcerer, right?
But I can't. Yeah.
And these are creatures that can
But
fly.
I thought you
if
wanted me to
spooked,
be
right?
in there with you.
I don't think that's necessary, quite frankly, but you've already started this process. So
What
We're
you guys?
going in.
This could
Yeah,
have been a
it's a
conversation
3.
had back at the dinghy, but 3. So you climb up.
Ooh.
You get to the top of the lip of the side of this wreckage, and you grab on, and it snaps off, and you fall back. You prone on the sand. It is wet sand, so you don't take any damage. But at that, you immediately, Oliver, see one of the harpies that you can see immediately turns and flies up into the air. And the other one kind of pokes its head up and looks around. And what are you guys doing?
Regretting.
if I can cover the distance, I'm gonna move and try to kill that one, the
You're-
female.
Okay, you're going to try to move.
If I can cover the distance.
It's now airborne.
Oh, it's airborne.
Do I see it?
As it is about to... this is all happening split second.
Yeah, the minute
so,
I see it, I throw
I'm-
my Shillelagh.
Okay, as it gets airborne, you're short. Roll a perception check to see if you have the angle on it from where you are.
Do I think I could void bolt it?
Sure.
I don't know the.
22.
Thyberus says yes.
You can see it. It has half cover from where you are, but you do have... What's the range on your...
Normal range is 20, long range 60.
Okay, so you're out of your close range, so you'd be throwing at disadvantage, but you do have a shot at it. If you guys...
So when the noise would have happened, where would Morthos he have
Morthos
made?
is on the side of the 15 feet up in the air.
Yep.
You're,
So as soon as he would have heard the noise, he would use a bonus action to send Sola out to the
Okay.
one that starts the fly,
that'd be the one closest to you.
and she will hit it.
Okay, so everyone roll initiative.
I add a
Could
D8,
have
right?
tried to maintain stealth.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how that works.
Rubius gets a 16.
Add a D8 to yours.
16. Rubius.
Man.
I don't even know what it's like to fight anymore. What is D&D? It's been too
What
long.
even is this?
All right, 21 to 25.
Oh, wait. I had something like that. I forgot already. 20.
Okay, Morthos with the 20. 16 to 20.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. Enemies go ahead of Oliver. Rubius
Who's
had a
Oliver?
16. Bart, I'm sorry. Ray had a 14. Killian.
12.
12. Marishka.
11.
11. JB.
8.
8.
Oof.
All right. So it is a surprise round that Morthos, Oliver, and Killian have. So Morthos, you're first with your surprise round as you apparate Sola, and you begin to attack the Harpy that is just beginning to look out at what's going on.
First one's an
Why don't
18.
get a surprise round?
18.
Oh.
JB, I guess JB, you and Rubius would be able to shoot the Harpy that takes flight if you were taking a shot right away.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. 18 hits. Go ahead and
That'd
roll
be 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
What does surprise round mean again?
It means you get a round before the actual initiative order.
Gotcha.
And
Second
you're
attack.
rolling with advantage, by
yep,
the way.
Yep. Second attack is a 21.
21 hits.
That'll be 8 damage.
8 damage. Very good.
And then she will use an Unleash Incarnation as
Okay.
well.
And your third attack.
22.
That hits.
Nice.
Good one. 11.
11 damage. All right. So you apparate Sola. Sola appears, and the Harpy, this kind of female creature, is completely unaware, and Sola just begins to just wail on it, punching across the back of the head, spins around, follows up with another elbow to the back of the head, and then follows it with an overhand smash, all to kind of the base of this creature's skull as it is just driven into the ground, and it just lets out this like low groan and moan as it shakes itself and kind of turns and looks at its attacker. Oliver, or Bart,
So I can't see the one that Sola just.
you
beat the crap
cannot.
out
You
of.
can only see the one that's taken flight.
I'm gonna shoot the void bolt.
All right, go ahead and make your void bolt attack.
Advantage, right?
You have advantage.
First one's a 14.
14 hits.
Okay. So that is gonna. Ooh. That's gonna be 15 damage.
Nice. All right. So the
Nice.
void bolt explodes out from your precious and hits center mass into the Harpy as it just kind of is thrown off its path, as its flight path, as it alights. It now sees you very clearly and begins to swoop in towards you.
Does it look like it took any more damage on the necrotic? Does it look like anything crazy happened there?
It was hit by the bolt, but it didn't seem to react anymore.
Okay.
And Killian.
16.
Okay, so the 16 you rolled with it, just
I
a
r-
straight roll. The advantage offsets by the disadvantage of the distance, so it would be just a straight roll.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I rolled 2 die, so I had a 16, and then the other one was higher, so...
Okay, 16 hits.
8 damage.
Okay, very good.
Which one were you aiming at?
The only one I can see.
Yeah, the same one you did.
Okay.
All right, very good. At this, everyone is now up in the initiative. As Morthos, you get to go again.
The 2 harpies, how far away from each other are they?
They are about, now that this one's
Or-
taken flight, it's
More
about-
importantly, if I put Sola diagonally in between the one on the ground and the one in the air, would she be within 5 feet of both?
she would not. There's a 10-foot, it's actually like about 15 feet between them as the
Okay.
one has taken flight.
All right, then she will just stay where she's at, and she's going to attack the same harpy
Okay,
again.
go ahead and make your attack as Sola continues to unload on the Harpy that she's already attacked.
A 25,
25 hits,
and that one will be 9.
9 points of damage. All right.
Still up.
As her shoulders and the back of her neck seemed to be crunching and cracking under the weight of the blows, but its head is still craned kind of back towards you, and its eyes still open.
And then a 22 on the second one,
As that hits,
which that'll be 6 damage.
and the second blow does finish off the harpy as it just
Then Sola will use her movement to move right up to the second one and bonus action hit it with a dagger. Or sorry, yeah.
Yep,
use a
unleash incarnation again.
Come on.
No, this is just offhand attack. Bonus action offhand attack.
Got it. Yep.
And I'm going to use the +1 dagger.
So you have your attack
I have multi-attack. That's my
as
attack.
a fighter. Yep.
Right.
1, 2.
1, 2, and then offhand.
You're wielding the
I am
two.
not. I'm not. I don't have a shield out.
Okay, very good. So you don't add. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yep.
That should do it.
It'd be 14.
14 hits. You do not add your
Right, the plus
your-
to it.
Yeah, the modifier. Does hit though.
And that would be 4 total.
4. You have Sola just punch her square into the side where the void bolt has already ripped open her flesh, and the clubberang has impacted and sent feathers flying. And as the feathers continue to fall down to the shipwrecked, she still is aflight, and on her turn immediately lets out a scream as it reverberates outwards from where you are, and she turns to Sola and takes a swipe. Natural 20, of course. Sola disappears.
Damn, I'm good.
And she looks out at all of you.
Does DM point of my own? I'm not sure. Does that count as damage to Sola? Right? Sola was damaged,
Yes.
so I can hellish rebuke the harpy.
No, I think we
No?
ruled that you
Okay.
yourself have to
be-
take for
okay.
the hellish rebuke.
All right.
Throw yourself in harm's way more.
I know, right?
Good thought though, and I know we talked through that one.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
You hear now a beautiful song
Oh,
that
shoot.
echoes forth from the harpy, and I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Evasion.
20.
All of us?
Crit?
Everyone
No,
here.
I got a
yeah?
19. 19 plus 1.
So Rubius, actually you guys can roll for Rubius. and then-
For Rubius?
This is really good.
Crit.
For Rubius?
Yeah.
Okay, Rubius passes, and Ray.
9 plus whatever.
-1, 8.
I got a 6.
Ray is charmed. JB is charmed.
Oh,
For real? What
hold
you
on,
want?
wait. I have advantage on saves against. Wait, is this not magic? No, it's not.
It is not magic. It is a
Hold on.
what's this thing called? The luring
Stupid.
luring song. So it's just an
Just gotta
ability.
Hold on, let me see. It might be a 19.
Might be a 19.
Yeah, I might have a advantage on it. Hold on. Keep going.
Okay, so well, a 6 fails. Marishka?
Oh, I have advantage against charm too. Well, I rolled a 20, but
Well, that passes. Killian?
24.
That passes. Oliver? You-
13.
13
Oh yeah,
passes.
I have advantage on all those saving throws. 19.
19. It isn't magic. It is a creature's ability.
Yeah, this just says all.
It's just all wisdom saves.
intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. Yeah.
Okay, so you pass then. Very good.
oh,
So it's just
Meddled
Ray.
and dispassion. That's why I don't have any feelings.
is that the
Mm.
thing singing in the music?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so only our barbarian failed.
And Morthos, you said you passed.
Yep,
Okay, very
20.
good.
Is she gonna
That
attack me?
is its turn. Oliver, you are up.
I am going to void bolt it again.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Do I think I could? No, it's in the air. Forget it. Yep. All right. Sorry. Come on.
I ain't gonna do it.
4.
4 misses. As the void bolt speeds off into the storm, disappears.
I'll get you next time.
Rubius takes his 2 shots at the creature.
Come on, Rube.
First one is an 8+ that hits. Second is a 3+ that misses. Wow, that dice is not rolling good. And with his +1 crossbow, he does 11 points of damage, and
Does the song end?
the song ends.
All right. No harm, no foul there, guys.
Except for the alerting.
Well, yeah, I mean, minus that. But, you know, we weren't getting out of this thing unscathed, so.
You hear the explosion of cannon fire.
Oh no!
Here we go! Here we go!
I'm
This actually could work to our favor. They could be distracted that way.
Can we?
You hear more song. I need
Yeah, I
everyone
was
to
gonna
make a
say.
wisdom saving throw. You don't see where it's coming from.
This did not work to our favor.
Why'd you say that?
14.
Oh man.
14 passes.
13.
I need each of you to make 6 wisdom saving throws.
Oh my 6.
Nice.
I failed the
Does
What's
a
the-
natural
what's the
20
failing?
count for 2?
What?
What's the
I
failing?
got a natural
so?
20. Does that count
Yeah.
for 2?
You have to roll lower than an 11.
I failed.
Okay, so Oliver is charmed.
Pass,
Ooh, a 6.
Oh,
I got 2
advantage?
threes. 2 threes on one roll.
pass.
Oh man.
How many times I gotta pass?
6.
I'm at 8. I'm past 8. I've passed like 20 times. So
Okay. Killian passes.
these are my future rolls.
5. Come on, one more.
I
No!
I would have to roll a 2
That's
or
one.
a 1 to fail.
Marishka.
I had like 3 natural 20.
We're in trouble.
I
Okay.
did fail.
Oh wait, I have advantage on charms. Duh. Sorry.
Oh,
And that's a 1. That's a 2 actually. It's
Okay,
a 2.
Marishka fails.
I should have
All right.
with an advantage.
I
too.
failed. I
That
failed one
sucks.
of the 6.
No one
Um,
passed.
Rubius,
All of them.
please roll 6 times for Rubius. I'm sorry, 7 times for Rubius. 7 left.
8 and a 13 on the first 2. I don't 8 plus whatever.
His is a wisdom is a
it's
plus
prob-
0, so he fails.
Okay. So half the team is charmed.
Yep.
Good, 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 good. Good.
Ray, someone please roll 7 times for Ray.
Got this. Here we go.
Oh, 7 times.
Here we go. Oh, you're going? All right.
1. That was an 18. Oh, wait, she doesn't have advantage.
She
Sorry.
doesn't have advantage.
1. 11.
Passes.
That's a 9.
Ray
1.
has a plus, I'm sorry, -1. So Ray is still charmed.
Um,
And
you have
Morthos,
a
you
calm
passed all of them?
Heck no.
Okay, so
Do you get anything special for failing every
everyone
one
but
of them?
Killian, everyone but Killian is charmed. You all have water walking on you. You all begin racing out into the water.
Yes.
I touch Ray on the way out. Which one do I want to touch?
How are you going to...
Well, hey, you know
Ray's
what's
in
a
the
good
boat.
thing? I'm not getting
Here-
very far.
We're going to beat you to the water.
So Ray, Oliver.
Which way are they walk? They're not gonna walk by me. I was gonna say
Sorry.
this.
Ray, because Rubius killed the creature.
We're going to kill our whole crew.
Another time went off. So yes, Killian. Everyone had 1 round before they were charmed. So whatever you
Okay.
guys did in that single, the charm doesn't happen until it gets back up to the top of the order. Then Oliver. So what did you guys? You had 6 seconds to do
I
something.
took sand and plugged my ears.
I would go to JB, and
I haven't even had a turn.
I'm gonna
Oh, I got.
I'm going to touch him and cast protection from good and evil.
Who? Protection from good and evil.
Evil and good.
You would know that would not end the charm.
But it gives an advantage on the next one. It actually they
On
can't
on wisdom saves.
it gives they can't be charmed. Number 1, if I cast it on them, and then there is an advantage on any new
Can
saving
you read the
throw.
spell for me, please? I don't remember that aspect
Yeah.
of it.
The protection. So until the spell ends, one willing creature you touch is protected against certain type of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The
which is
protection.
these are none of those creatures.
Right.
The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. So I guess
By
it
those
doesn't matter.
creatures. So
Yeah.
you would know that. Actually, let's see what you would know. Go ahead and roll a history check. It's a low DC.
Hello.
5.
Oh, 18. I pass.
You would know that harpies are none of those creatures,
Well, then I don't cast
and
it.
so protection from good and evil would have no effect in this instance.
This
This would require a
Calm emotions.
calm emotion spell.
you mean
Son
like,
of a bee sting.
like
Ol-
a like a
Oliver
bard
is
would
like-
have?
Looking
he's
around,
like pointing at people
trying to calm emotions.
to no avail.
I don't think I can do
Are you the
anything.
only one not charmed?
No, I got charmed on the last
All right.
one. I passed all
Now
until-
Oliver.
But you can't be charmed.
Everyone starts moving.
I have
Oh, wait.
advantage.
I would cast. No, I would cast enhanceability.
Good thing you
then.
can breathe underwater.
Wait, do wood elves
No,
have
I wouldn't.
immunity
I
to
No.
don't.
charm?
I wouldn't. I
No,
wouldn't.
you're
I wouldn't.
you're meta
I-
now at this point.
Wait,
Let it
I-
No,
happen.
I would. It would give you wisdom check advantages.
Okay.
Do wood elves have immunity to charm
No, I don't have immunity.
or advantage? I don't think anybody rolled advantage.
For who?
Rubius.
Oh.
Yeah, he has advantage.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he's a wood elf.
Okay then. He passed the first one, the first go
You
around.
did. Yep.
Okay.
Next one at advantage. 10 plus something. I think
No,
you
it's
said
0. So it
You rolled
fails.
an 18.
Yeah.
Um.
On history. Yeah.
So you would know that a creature can make a saving throw against the charm when it is damaged. It also makes a saving throw at the end of its turn.
which creature.
Each creature.
So if
So if
I
the
like
creature can also repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
so if I stub my toe on the way out of this, hypothetically.
It just Killian is aware of this. So I need Oliver. Oliver moves.
So you want
out
me to
into the
hurl my
water.
friends?
So, and then you make a save, Oliver.
Wait, it's Ollie's turn again?
Um,
I s-
yeah, we had the 6 seconds. So is anyone else doing anything in those 6 seconds?
Well, do we
I don't
wanna
know. I didn't
finish-
even have a turn yet.
Right. So the combat ended at Rubius,
Oh, combat ended.
and then there
Yeah.
was
Oh.
6.
6
So there's
seconds to
6
do something.
seconds
Gotcha.
before the enemies from the big nest
Come over.
sang their song.
Man, I want to
You- and
metagame
you were
this
with-
one.
And you are within 300 feet
But I
of their
won't.
song as they begin to
Do
sing
it.
to
I
draw
think- I
you
think I
in
found a
as
loophole.
you hear the cannons go off as the harpies begin to seemingly, you would imagine, you in particular, JB, would kind of put this together that they must be leaving their nest to come to the aid of the secondary nest over here.
Just for a point of my own knowledge, say Morthos would use his Echo Avatar again, where he becomes deafened. Does that mean he can no longer hear the cry of the harpies?
It doesn't matter. You're charmed, so you're doing everything you can to get to the
No, I
harp.
meant I'm
In
saying
this six, in the
I'm
6
saying in this.
seconds that he has.
I'm not going to do this because it's metagaming. I'm
Right.
asking, in that case, if he is deafened, does
Yeah,
the,
if you were
the spell?
deafened, then
But can you
then-
hear through?
Yes, but correct. No, I am deafened.
Right.
Sola would hear it. 'Cause
Correct.
Sola is immune to all conditions.
But are you hearing what she's hearing?
Right.
if
but,
you're hearing through her, it would still affect you.
but I'm deafened. It says specifically I can't hear anything.
It doesn't. If
Sola
you're
hears
hearing,
it.
But I
if
don't
you're
get
hearing
that. But
through
if you can hear
Sola,
what she can hear,
you would still be affected by the charm.
11.
Vis-a-vis Sola.
All right.
11.
Ergo.
So I should break it. if
So
it's
that
still-
passes?
Yeah.
And so you find yourself standing in the middle of the ocean, and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Did I finish rolling for Rubius?
I guess in my
I
in that
failed.
6 seconds, I would have started moving towards.
Perception
The big-
16.
The big nest?
Yeah, I would try to make.
Well, the big nest is
Other side of the ship.
200 feet away up a hill.
Nah, I don't know.
And-
Just leave it.
16.
16 for
Perception, you said.
perception. Yeah.
feel like
You
I
see what looks to be several creatures flying in your direction as you're out on the water.
I-
You moved 60 feet.
So you made me use my action.
Absolutely. You move your movement and dash on your turn, and then you make your save.
Okay.
And actually, you use your ability to double your speed, so you're 120 feet out, because you went 60 and 60. No, I'm sorry, you can only do another 30. 90 feet out. You're 90 feet out because you used your tabaxi dash. So you're 90. You're 90 feet out of the water, and you see 7 more harpies flying in your direction.
Well, it's a good thing you guys can all walk on water. Or you.
It is now Ruby. You know what? Actually, before we move, I haven't done the giveaway, so we'll do the first giveaway for tonight. First giveaway is going to be the dice. So if you would like an opportunity to win the dice that you see pictured, type into the chat right now, !Harpy, Harpy, !Harpy, for your chance to win those dice. And stick around. We're still going to do the 3 miniatures being given away, and I think we're what, 15, 10 new subs away from giving away the dragon. So, !Harpy for your chance for the dice, and we'll do the minis and hopefully the dragon before the end of the night. All right, back to the action. It is Rubius's turn. Rubius moves 60 feet out into the water.
And he needs a
and
save.
then makes a save throw.
What's he have? +0?
Yeah.
Yep.
Fails.
Okay, he is still charmed. Yeah, Rubius is +0.
So much.
Ray moves. She's faster. She's got a 45, so 90 feet out into the water. And she's ahead of Rubius. And then makes a save.
11.
11.
-1.
-1. She still fails.
But I know how harpies work, so she's near me, because we're both 90 feet, right?
You're about 60 feet ahead of her.
Okay.
Because you were ahead of her already, and then you moved 90 feet, and she moved 90 feet.
Gonna shoot her.
Killian, your friends are all rushing into the water around you.
I try to trip. I try to trip JB with the shillelagh.
So you run up to him.
Or yeah, whatever. I'm just trying to give
Tackle his ass.
I'm trying to give him 1 point
Terry
of damage.
Tate, the office linebacker.
You try to attack him.
Yeah.
Okay, with your shillelagh.
Sure.
Make
In
your
hand.
attack with the shillelagh.
17.
Hits.
All right, roll your damage for the shillelagh.
This is gonna be like half my health, by the way.
8.
Okay, so that was a D8 plus
5.
5. So
Yeah.
you take 8 points of damage, and you can make a save.
I can't control that. I can't control the damage at all.
You're hitting him with your shillelagh, which is magically intensified.
Make a wisdom save again.
Wisdom save. Yep.
22.
Okay, you are no longer charmed, JB.
You're
As
welcome.
you
Now help
reel
me
back from the blow of the shillelagh, and then your senses come to you. You are no longer affected by the charm spell.
I would just, as that happens, I would
2/3
say,
health down.
the damage gives you another save to not be charmed, so help our friends if you can.
All right, 6 seconds ends as you receive those instructions, JB. Marishka, your concentration has worn off on your mirror image spell, so you can dissipate that. You move 60 feet
It's good use.
into the water, and you make a save.
Advantage.
I know. 11.
Yes.
11 passes.
We were rolling bad.
You are no
We're really
longer
so
charmed in the water about 60 feet. Roll a perception check, please.
Natural 20.
You see a swarm of harpies flying your way.
I think they're a gaggle.
A gaggle of harpies flying your way. JB, you are up, and you are no longer charmed.
Oh, wait.
because
I
of-
mean, can I can't quicken
That's the end of your turn.
to make a bonus action?
Nope.
Okay.
Um,
What is that?
I
Is this
am
bonus?
thinking.
You have a fireball?
I'm looking for a spell that can make sound that messes up the song, but I don't have one.
So mechanically, are we gonna have to roll to be recharmed every single?
No,
Timer.
once you're charmed... So the way the rules are as written is
The rar.
technically each one has the ability to charm you.
Oh,
That's gonna make this so
holy
hard.
moly!
But I'm not going to do it that way.
That's
I'm
gonna
just
slow this down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let the song is one that's all in harmony together.
Oh,
as
that's
they all
It's a
beautiful.
sing.
cacophony of songs.
It's a cacophony of song. So you had to make a bunch of saves, attempts, and once you save against one of them, then for the purposes of this, I'm ruling it as all together.
Okay.
You roll a 20 on your perception.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You do see 2 harpies that are flying towards the ship.
So 7 towards me,
You guys.
and then 2 towards the ship.
Yes. So you did not.
Cannonballs
You
still
did not
flying?
see those other 2.
Okay.
So can I can't yell anything.
9
when it's
harpies.
over, or
Just yell 9. 9!
So-
that was at the. I gave you a free perception at the end of your
Okay.
turn, so you have no ability to
okay.
express that. JB, you are up.
Where is the sound coming from? Clearly, that's what caused this.
You do not see it because
gaggle.
of the rock that is extending out of the water and the ship, but it's coming from south of you, and you roll a perception check as you kind of take this all in.
Oh, jeez. 12.
You can't see anything. You surmise that it's coming from the nest about 200 feet south of you and the harpies that are emerging from there.
So I can't see. All I see is people running into the water.
Yep,
And
you
he
see
just hit me
4
with
of
a
your
stick.
comrades have run in the direction of the noise, and then you watch as Mariska kind of shakes her head and looks out. Rubius is in full stride.
I did say that damage would ruin the charm. Like you would.
You did tell. You did
Yeah.
tell. Yeah, Ray is in full stride as well.
Is anyone within 60 feet of me? In the water?
Ooh.
Within 60. I mean, if you moved about 10 feet towards the water, Rubius and Mariska would both be within 60 feet of you.
I will move 10 feet out and shoot Mariska.
Okay.
That's fair.
Go ahead and
I'm actually thrilled.
Picks up a piece of driftwood and throws it at you.
That's fair.
Now, my,
Riddle this.
I need her to make... Oh, you're not making a charisma save. No. An intelligence save.
You're pretty stupid, so that's good.
Okay, what spell are you casting?
Just a cantrip, mind sliver.
Mind Sliver. Okay.
Hoping that's what you would do.
Go ahead and make your intelligence save, Mariska.
It's all coming
Is that
together.
JB is smiling
It's-
for maybe the first time you've ever seen him.
18.
18.
Holy crap, you passed.
I think. Does that pass? You have a.
Does she take half damage, though?
Yeah, it still rolls a d4.
Does it pass?
18.
18.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a high...
You
spell
do
save.
because you have a 22 intelligence. Your save went up another one.
I don't know where it is
I
on the
get a
sheet.
22
How could it be?
intelligence.
Save DC is 18, so...
So she passes. So
Come on!
You feel this piercing pain in
Can't you
your
just
head
choose to fail?
momentarily.
I would like to.
You shake your head vigorously and it goes away, and you think that this must be the after effect of the song which affected you, and you were able to shake it off. Morthos,
Do I take any damage?
you
No,
move 10 feet.
I'm not wasting
and
a
you
spell
put-
slot on you.
Wait, are you still
You
trying?
put Sola out 30 feet, and you teleport there.
Can't do it in the same turn.
Oh, that's
Nice try.
Okay. So you move 10 feet, and Sola is 30 feet ahead of you.
Yep.
so boss fight next week.
And now you need to make a save.
12.
Tell passes. You shake it off, and your lack of mobility has been helpful. You could technically move 20 feet, so we'll put you
All right.
and that's the end of your turn. Oliver, you watch as your mistresses that have taken flight, these beautiful birds that are drawing you to them with their wondrous voices.
I broke it.
Did you break it?
Yep, I
Oh, I
rolled
didn't
an
take the
11.
thing off.
No, that's okay, though. I want them to think I'm on their side. I'm going to keep running towards the ship.
Draw ever closer to you. It's not your turn yet, and you haven't noticed anything going towards the ship, FYI.
But I was running there, right?
No, you're running towards them.
I
You're
thought I was running towards the ship, you said.
No, you're running towards
The
the
harpies.
nest of the horde of harpies.
Okay.
They are able to fly speed of 40 feet. So they move, they get right next to you.
All right. I don't suppose we could talk this through.
How am I going to do this?
How do you want to? How
This
do
is
you want
really
to
the
kill me?
butterfly
Yeah,
Theater.
let's get him.
Theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't fight.
Some part of the party is just not gonna be on footage.
I might
So-
not be on footage permanently after this. I'm gonna have 7 attacks on me, potentially.
Oh, is that the book?
So they know you're not charmed anymore?
I would assume
They would
that a
think.
creature that knows how to charm would know when their creature is
Oliver-
not charmed.
Is 90
What
feet
you're
ahead.
Just-
Ray is about
We're not even gonna see the
60 feet there.
Hey,
And
that's how the dice
wonderful
roll.
you just gone by.
Hey, we made a pact, bro.
okay.
We're gonna be alive.
We got two heading right
I
towards
want to
us.
live.
You see that one of them is holding 2 swords in her hands.
He
Oh,
is.
shoot.
There's one that is
Oh, no.
I didn't know
Um,
harpies could wield anything.
has a large club in its hand. There's others that approach. They can not get next to you. They can only get. Next round you will be swarmed.
Oh my god. Now's a good time for
Yeah.
Um,
I like it.
I'm gonna drown
I don't know
myself.
what it is. You can't.
Sure I can.
Not with.
You didn't cast it on me.
He's got the water.
All right.
within him.
so you see this gaggle of harpies that is all focusing in, these female type creatures that are all surrounding Oliver, and
Good.
it is Oliver. It is your turn.
Holy moly.
Okay. So, for clarification, was water walking cast on me after
Water walking has been cast on everyone. Yes.
even though I said I don't need it? That's why I'm asking. Because I knew I said that on the front
Well,
end.
Killian said he cast it on everybody.
Okay. How long does it last?
Lasts an hour.
So we
So
had
it's up
15
then.
minutes
Yeah.
left while we approached the harpies. Did we go through any of that time yet? Did the hour run out?
It's been about 45 minutes since the spell has been cast, so you have 15 minutes left on water walking and pass without trace.
Perfect. I'm gonna stealth away with my plus 10. So they're not
You
on
are
me, right?
30 feet away from Killian.
They're not on me, right?
You are not within any of their range, technically. They're about to be surrounding you, but you are
Yeah, I mean,
Take it like a man.
I'm gonna run.
okay. You can move 60 feet away, or 30 feet and take a shot, whatever you
Nope.
care to do.
I'm gonna run towards Ray,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to run past her and slap her in the face.
That's 30 feet right there.
Yep.
Slap.
That's 60 feet there.
Does he
And
know that breaks the charm?
unless you use your action, you cannot slap her.
Well, they've been charmed before. Weren't they? Were they?
No, I don't think.
How much
No.
reach do I have with
You
my
would- You
tail?
wouldn't notice that.
I mean, when you're running past, you can make an attack against her with your tail. It would be an unarmed strike.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, then
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
actually you cannot. I'm
Correct.
sorry. It's a,
No, I'm a rogue, so
What's
my
your speed?
bonus action can be a dash.
What's your speed?
30.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You are a rogue
So
now.
that's exactly
You're a
what I'm
rogue.
going to do.
So you can make an unarmed strike with your bonus action.
Damn
I
straight.
guess I could have done that against you instead of
Yes, you could have.
using.
But then you had your so an unarmed strike is a strength. There should be a button there on your sheet. It's not you're not using dex. You're using strength.
Correct. Yeah, it's unarmed
so that would
strike.
have been
Yep.
bad.
So if I hit here with my unnatural 20, you want to know what the positive here is?
That it's only like
No, it's no damage.
so it's 1 damage.
Yeah.
No,
got blasted.
well, it says none.
Well, the minimum is 1.
You could have
So-
just flicked me.
I do
know, that's,
I do
sorry.
1 damage to
I
her.
was thinking.
It snaps
I
her
thought
out
I
of
was
it.
gonna
No,
throw
she
it
makes a
to do it.
save.
What?
It allows for a save.
Fine.
So she rolls a save.
13 minus 1, 12. She
So
passes.
She passes.
Get out of that. And as I'm running by, like, oh god, oh god, oh god,
Oh,
rage,
man.
rage, rage.
And then you make your your dash. All right. As Oliver slaps Ray, Ray is rushing out towards the sound. She shakes her head, hears that she's told to rage. Rubius is up. Rubius.
When are you gonna drop
Wait.
Rushes up and makes a save.
He's got advantage.
He has advantage.
Come on!
Nobody likes Rubius anyway.
He's gonna die and not be here. This is
Just
bad.
drop the fireball anyways.
Rubius remains charmed as he rushes and he puts his crossbows away and extends his hands towards
Oh,
all of the
no.
Harpies. Yeah. Dream is here. And
Holy moly.
Ray rages.
That was smart. Oh jeez.
Just going the wrong way.
And she stands next to Rubius to defend him, holding an attack action for the first that.
Do we want her to
Emerges.
cast her, with her action, cast her fire stuffs at them? Which,
she
if
needs
she
to hold this
hits,
attack so she can be raging.
She
She
can
has to
attack. She can attack with her tiara and but she's gonna be attacked. So.
right? But if she does that and can hit on them, that can knock out the spell on Rubius. Then, technically,
She could attack Rubius. Yes.
no, she doesn't have to. She can hit the harpies with her.
Not all 7 of them, though.
Well, that's not how he's playing it. He's saying it's one song concurrently. So hypothetically, she's got to hit one to knock out the song on Rubius, based off of how you ruled that.
No.
Yeah. I didn't think
Oh,
that was going
man.
to work.
Nice try.
I mean,
There were 7 different saves.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying that was for the collective charm, but you don't need to just kill one to end the song. There would be 6 more still singing.
well, we just have to do damage, and she gets 3 shots, right? So there's 7. We could at least hit 3,
right.
and
The
then we would have
song
to
will-
determine which
they're
one
all
he failed to.
They're all currently singing.
Okay.
I just
So-
rolled
Is Ray's turn
for
over?
Ray's turn is over. It is Killian's turn.
Okay.
I just rolled for Casper's save and he rolled a 17. Like I actually did.
Okay. So they're not. They have to get 200 feet.
Okay, so they're not there yet.
So they've gotten 120 feet. Those two have gotten 120
Precursor out
feet
there.
towards the ship.
Are cannonballs going
I mean, I
off?
don't.
Cannonballs go off every other turn.
Okay.
So
Did
they
they
went
hit?
off. What?
Did they hit?
The first one you didn't see because
Okay.
you were all
You're right.
behind cover. At the top of the round of next turn, there will be another salvo.
I
Come on, Furious. Load well. taking the leg if it
so
doesn't.
how far away is everything from me on the beach right now?
So you are about 120 feet away from the gaggle of harpies.
Gaggle.
I love it.
All right,
Actually, I'm gonna look up what it is.
I don't want
We
to do
flock.
this yet.
That's too normal.
What do we got, Killian?
I cast Call Lightning
Okay.
and I
It is intensified by the storm surrounding you, so you have a
So,
4d8 on each attack.
4d10.
4d10 on each attack. What's the range?
120 feet.
120 feet.
What's this?
Okay, so you move up to the edge of the water, and they are within range of you.
I'm gonna center a strike so I can get as many as so it's
Okay, so you see
within 5 feet.
a coupling at the top, and you hit the center mass. You hit 3 of them. What saves do they need to make?
A dex save.
Dex save. So the harpies on their dex save are +1. All right, so the first one gets a 11.
That fails.
Second one gets a 19.
Passes.
And the third one gets a 15.
Fails.
Nice.
So
It's 26 damage.
26 damage.
Lightning damage.
Nice.
Good job, man.
Really good. That's
Yay,
really
something
good.
good.
All
Is that
right,
your fourth
so
level spell?
26 damage to the first one,
And the third.
26 damage to the third one,
And 13 to the second.
and 13 to the second. All right, so these 3 have all been hit, and as the lightning explodes out from the sky, they're all electrified by the clap of lightning as the thunder explodes outward. Ray and Rubius kind of wince backwards as they continue flying, but their feathers just kind of just wafting out of the air as the storm kind of collects around them and this energy has been expelled into them. You are about 100 feet from this gaggle as you stand on the edge of the water. Marishka, it is your turn.
We're fireballing.
Okay, so if you seek to hit you point at the one furthest from you, even if you
Holy
do that,
moly.
you're still going to hit them.
So,
So
could
there's
I move
no
up
way
closer?
there's no way to hit all of the harpies and
Well, I can't
and not
aim beyond
hit
them?
and not hit Ray and Rubius.
Can you aim
Yeah,
beyond?
can't I? It just points where I want.
It's a point beyond. Like,
Point
could
and
she
click.
hit the water
You don't have
behind
to
it?
hit a target.
I mean,
It
a
just says
creature.
wherever you point.
Just hit most of them. Don't hit our friends.
I guess
kinda-
you
Yeah.
could.
Don't.
I've always played it that there needs to be something that you're impacting against. That
Oh,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
that you
okay.
can't just make it impact in the middle of space.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I
So
would aim
time
for
it-
the
time
water
it on
where
the
they are.
the wave that's
They're
coming
they're
behind
all
them.
above.
Hmm.
You don't have an angle on the water.
Okay.
You have to aim at an angle into the air to be able to explode it around them, which is why you'd have to aim at one of them.
And it's a radius, right?
It's
20
a-
foot so it's a ball.
Yeah, it's a radius. It's a 150 foot range, which is obviously or 120 foot range. What's the range?
150,
150 is what I thought. And then it's a 30 foot radius.
20-foot radius.
In a line though, because if it's a line that goes out like this, they wouldn't be hit because
Yeah, it's a 20 foot radius, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Even if you hit the one furthest away, they're in that 20 foot radius.
But how far up? Because if it's like if it's
They're
a
20
line of
feet
fire
up.
that goes out.
They're not. They're all coming down.
Okay.
They're about 5, 10 feet above
Okay,
the water.
alright.
So
Is there a way to angle it then by not hitting all of them?
the farthest one away is still within 20 feet.
So you can't use it.
I mean,
Sure you can.
So
could.
just
Can.
so I know going forward, when we play fireball, you have to hit a thing.
You got to hit
or
a
creature.
target.
Yeah, that's. I've always, in my mind, the way I always play is it needs to detonate against something. It can't detonate in space.
Gotcha.
It's something that you're pointing at and detonating it against.
Am I?
Unlike a firework that doesn't have to hit anything.
Firework has a fuse.
Am I within 120 feet of them?
You
Could
are.
be.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I've always played it. I've never honestly never had someone try to detonate it in space.
You're the DM. You do what you want.
That's
how
how
you've been ruling it.
that's how I've always
what's
thought
your,
of it.
What's your 120 foot spell? What are you
Ball of
thinking?
fire.
I've never
Oh.
taken fireball in any campaign.
But they're flying.
Well, can't ball a fly.
I can land on them, so
Right.
it'll still do damage, and when they
Well,
move.
you
Tell you
could
what,
run it into 'em.
it's the actual language says to a point you choose,
And then it blossoms.
just blow it up on a
and
heartbeat.
so I think
they'll survive.
based off of the way that it's written,
Rubius might not.
I guess you can detonate it in space at a point you choose. It doesn't have to be against something. So I'll
I will say.
shift my.
I would say PFAR also agrees with that.
I would shift my thinking. I never had someone try to detonate it in
In
space.
space,
so
yeah.
Marishka's.
so you could do
Into
that.
it.
You could cover
Love it.
all of them
Yes!
with your fireball.
Love it.
Oh,
And,
I could not
And
be
Ray,
stupid twice.
so Ray and Rubius, as they rush forward, Ray goes into her rage. Rubius is seeking to embrace the bare-chested harpies with his all of himself.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's a flash of light as Ray kind of winces and Rubius averts his eyes for a moment as the harpies are incinerated by your fireball. Please roll your damage, as I need to roll 7 saves.
Is 35 points. No, I had 5.
35 damage. Okay.
Ooh, that might kill everything.
So, nope, even if, well, it could kill the 3 that took damage. All right. Harpy number 1
I know, but
is
this
a. This is dex save, yes?
No, it's 9.
Dex.
What kind of save?
It's sorry, it's Dex.
Yep.
16.
10.
Fail.
So that's how much? 35?
35, yeah.
Number 2. 8.
Yeah.
Fail.
See a 4th level.
Number 3. 5.
Fail.
Yes. Now the ones we need to fail, the ones that took damage.
Yeah, already, right?
Yep, that's in character anyway.
Number
She would've hated
4.
Just blow them up.
What level you cast it at?
14.
4.
4th.
I meant to roll it at 3rd, but I hit the 4th.
14.
We're going 4. That's in character anyway. I would have wanted to nuke
It's
them.
16.
And then,
Guy who took 26 damage.
doesn't matter. They all,
All
die.
3. Yes!
And then can I still yell something?
All
No.
of them?
Go for it. The
There's 2 more
the
heading
3
for
that
the
already
ship!
took damage all die, yes.
Oh.
There you go.
There's 2 more headed towards the ship, is what she yelled.
She yells out, and Oliver, you hear this. Ray hears it. Rubius hears it. Doesn't matter. I need perception from Killian, JB, and Morthos on the shore.
Advantage?
No.
15.
I see
26.
nothing.
Hmm?
I see nothing.
15?
Killian, you hear her yell, and JB, what did you get?
For now.
15.
15. JB and Morthos, you don't hear anything from Marishka. All right, it is now JB's turn. As you watch the fireball explode, 3 of them flutter into the water, and 4 of them, covered in flames as they beat their wings wildly to try to extinguish, are
far-
still bearing down on
How far away are
Rain.
they from me?
About 120 feet.
Oh.
No, you moved closer to the water, didn't you?
10 feet.
To cast on Marishka.
Yeah.
So they're about 100 feet from you.
All right. Then I'll drop a 30-foot cube of hypnotic pattern around them, and they all have to make wisdom saves.
Atta frickin' boy.
Okay.
Nice.
So you cast your hypnotic pattern, and I need to make 4 wisdom saves. That is a 7.
Fail.
Good.
He's incapacitated and falls to the water.
That is a 6.
It might-
Falls to the
this has
water.
been 6 seconds so far.
Incapacitated.
That is a 13.
Falls to the water. Incapacitated.
Can they drown?
Speed is 0.
Can they drown?
I'm sure
And
they can. I
a
don't think
natural 1.
I don't think
I
they live
am
in the
rolling
water.
really crappy.
well.
I'm gonna walk
So they're
over there and hold their
incapacitated,
heads
which
underwater.
means-
I'm
Their
putting
song
all
ends.
4 of these
Yeah.
dice.
In the dice chest.
Their song ends, they fall to the water, and they're incapacitated.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Song
go over and
has
hold their
ended.
heads underwater.
I think they're gonna drown right now.
Rubius, who is the remaining
without holding
person,
them under. If you mess with them, they'll wake up.
is no longer
I ain't touching
charmed.
them.
Although, you may not know that.
Can you say that?
Morthos,
Yeah,
you
can
are
yell
up.
it.
Don't touch him!
Okay.
Did he yell that?
Say it.
Yeah.
He yelled it.
I mean,
I
we're
need
really...
Ray. I'm going to roll a perception check with Ray. That is a 6. She doesn't hear you.
She heard it.
Rubius, that is a 15. He doesn't hear you.
He rolled a-
Oh, he has. Hold on, that's 15 on the dice. I'm going to see. I know he
They were in
is-
the air and they fell, right? Did they take any falling damage?
They were
They
5
fell
feet
into
up.
water.
Okay.
Yeah. If they were up higher,
Hi-
but they were
yeah.
only about 10 feet above
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah, that's a cannonball.
Yeah. Plus 3. Rubius does hear you. It's an 18. Oliver, perception. Marishka, perception.
Got it, dude. I'm almost good at this. 23.
23. You hear JB, and Marishka,
5.
you do not hear JB. All right. It is Morthos' turn.
So, how far away is Sola since you put her at the
She's 30 feet ahead of you, about 90 feet away from the action.
90 feet away?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So, the water walking still active?
Yep.
So, Sola will go another 30 feet,
Okay.
and then Morthos will use a bonus action to switch places with her,
Okay.
and then
Nuke the crap out of him.
he will hold
Why would you nuke dead bodies?
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. I don't think you
Do
know
I not
that.
know?
You
It's
don't-
you have it. You put it there, so I didn't know if it was
It's-
something.
Anybody want
that
Richard's
was, you can learn that. You don't
All
know
right,
it
but I
yet.
know. All right, then and
Hey,
instead of
learn
that,
learn that.
That'll be the next one then. Then he'll pull out his crossbow,
Okay,
which he has like never used,
but is able to
but is able to, and he will hold an action for if any of them
pop out of the water.
pop out of the water.
All right, very good. Oliver, you are up.
All right. So
And
I heard
you-
don't touch them.
You heard don't touch
I
it.
also heard 2 are going towards the ship. I
Um,
mean,
Yes,
Mariska yelled that I'm
Mariska
15
yelled
feet
at
away.
you ahead of. She yelled at ahead, so that's why I made the ones behind roll.
Right.
So you hear that there are 2 going towards
How
the
far
ship.
am I from the ship?
You are about 500 or so feet from the ship.
You can make it.
Okay.
Just let the
Oh,
well,
this
I'm
this
gonna-
is like deja vu. You remember?
By the way, there's
somebody
another volley
running ahead?
of cannon fire at the top of your round. So on the
Maybe they'll
enemies,
hit 'em.
on the enemies. Actually, before you go, Oliver, I need to roll saves again. How's it work at the end of their turn? With the hypnotic gaze?
Yeah, that's good because if
It
they pop up, I'm
only-
gonna go attack
It
them.
only ends if somebody shakes them out of their stupor,
Okay.
or
so
if they take damage.
okay. So in the distance, they are now 180 feet away. The enemies at the ship.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
The other 2
They're
harpies.
320 feet away because they move 6.
Hmm.
Wait, what do they fly? They fly 40?
40.
40. Oh, so it's 80, 160, 240. So they're 260 feet away. And they start singing, and the people on the ship can now hear them. They've been singing. The people on the ship can now hear the harpies, and there is cannon. Let's see if there's cannon fire.
Do you want us to roll for our crew?
Killian.
Yes.
Or whoever. Someone. So each of you, there's 5 rolls. Tell me who each one of you can roll. Tell me who you're rolling for. All right.
I want Furious. I want that.
Hold
peg
on,
leg.
hold on. I'm gonna put them out there so we can see. So we got Casper.
Oh, he has to save.
We got
He
Zemni.
has my letter. After I die, I need him.
Why
We
didn't you just write
have
it on normal paper?
Easy,
Because if I come back, I don't want
Furious,
anyone to have gotten a hold of it.
and
But if you come back, couldn't
Reaper.
you just burn the paper?
And if he's
Okay.
if he's an idiot.
Who is
No one
rolling
wants to
for
read it.
Casper?
I don't know what's in that letter.
Not me.
He's Casper.
What'd you roll?
16.
16 passes.
I'm
So
rolling
he's-
for Furious, the peg leg
Especially
fool.
didn't want
Okay,
you to read my
Furious.
letter. Why?
Nat 20.
Furious passes.
He's so angry he doesn't hear
All right,
anything.
Mariska, who are you rolling for?
I
We
don't
got,
wanna-
Too
we got
bad.
Easy,
Too
Easy
bad.
Reaper, and Zemni.
Don't roll for Zemni.
Oh, Reaper.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is it just straight D20 then for them?
Yeah, just D20. It's a wisdom save.
Okay.
Jamal Lee.
They're all druids, right?
3.
3. Reaper is charmed.
Oh.
Is the one who aims the cannons. Zemni and Easy.
Zemni.
All right, Zemni.
12.
I'm rolling.
Zemni passes and Easy.
5.
Easy is charmed
The
as
big
well.
whore didn't pass.
Okay, so Oliver, roll a perception check on your turn.
Am I up?
Yep.
This
All right.
is so rough.
We're not even to the big bad.
7.
7.
Yeah, we are.
It
Right
looks.
under you.
It's hard in the choppy waves. It looks like something falls out of the ship.
Oh no!
No,
And-
as they jump overboard.
Yeah.
And the 2 harpies continue flying towards the ship.
Do these guys get, no, they don't get up. If they drown though, does that count as damage towards them?
So
They
there's
would
a
be dead before they woke up.
there's a drowning mechanic.
Same
How long?
time.
How long does your spell last?
1 minute.
So they would not
Ooh.
drown in that minute time.
But did they take a breath before they were charmed?
They did just get fireballed.
Actually, I believe all of them just breathed out right before
Yep.
they got
Every single one.
Stop
It was
the
an,
song and they hit the
I mean,
water.
they just
It was
get
that-
They
nuked.
were actually singing.
they hit
They
that
were.
falsetto.
The drowning rules in
We're
D&D
desperate.
are super generous. They're super generous. You can hold your breath a long time mechanically in D&D.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to tell you that they will not drown by the end of the minute. If you want to finish them off, you will have to go up. They are
You told me not to touch them. I'm
incapacitated
not going to touch them.
and just kind of floating on the
they're
buoyant
floating.
salt water. Yep,
Mm,
with their wings kind of splayed out.
mm.
So Oliver, you see all of this going on. You see something fell off the ship.
Yep.
I'm gonna move these out of the way.
Do it. Rotisserie.
And you see 4 harpies kind of bobbing in the waves.
Yeah.
As Ray is not gonna get her attack. Rubius is out of his stupor. What are you doing?
Well, he told me not to touch him, so I'm gonna double move and then bonus action dash
We got 10
towards
rounds. It's fine.
towards my ship.
So you move 90
Next
feet
round
towards the
will be like-
ship.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that
double
means if I had
bomb.
my cat's
just want
thingamabob,
those
I
two
could
out
do
of the way.
120,
No, you can double your movement speed,
which would be 60.
so you could go 120. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. I don't have it. You made me use it, but 90 feet towards the ship.
Okay, so you are now about 410 feet away. Rubius.
Eldritch Blast is like 320, right?
Rubius heard
I don't
the
have Eldritch Blast.
Rubius heard the call not to touch anyone, so he doesn't, and he just kind of looking around. Oh my babies!
Actually, how far am I from the Harpies?
Like
Because
the
I know
group?
I have 120 feet on my Void Bolt.
Right, they're floating in the water.
Not
so they're,
those Harpies, the other Harpies that are calling people off of my ship.
Right.
You said I was
so,
240.
So they were they're 260 away.
60. I moved
You were
90.
410. So you're about 310, 150 feet away from them.
After my 90. After my 90
After
feet.
your 90 feet.
All right, fine. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. It is. You'll be able to gain 10 feet on them per round.
All right.
So they'll be to the ship, or at least to the people in the water.
Yep.
So 2 rounds.
All right. It is Ray's turn.
Oh, Rubius doesn't move away?
Rubius doesn't know what to do. He just stays there.
He's a
See-
smart archer. A smarcher, if you will.
He's not touching them. He's keeping his crossbows at the ready to attack. Ray looks at them, and she's in her rage.
She didn't hear.
And she steps up. I don't know. Does this thing? It's not
It's a flash of.
such a flash.
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. And she makes an attack with advantage on the
Yeah.
first one.
So you could remove that thing if you want.
I can do that.
I like the purple fence.
Someone please make an attack for Ray with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
My dice.
Oh, yeah, she could kill them all, right?
Yeah, she might.
12 plus.
lot.
It hits. First one goes down.
Is it incapacitated?
It
It's
is.
dead in the water. She steps up to the second,
It's a good name
makes a
for the
second attack.
episode.
Go ahead, roll with advantage.
13 plus.
I just
That-
learned this spell. Last
Good.
level.
That
I
one
love
is dead as
hands,
well.
I almost
Do it
did
again.
Another one?
No, she didn't crit, so she doesn't get a third attack.
Okay.
Hey,
She cleaned
but
up.
she steps up, preparing to attack the third.
So she keeps her rage then, too, right?
Um,
Because she attacked.
she held an action, wasn't attacked. She went into a rage.
And then this is her turn.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's gonna end as soon as these two are dead.
That's true.
Killian, you are up.
Seeing that she attacked him and thinking that his spell now is what he said is not effective anymore because she attacked. I'm gonna
Okay,
lightning
so
bolt.
you lightning doesn't matter. They die.
They were burned. Rotisserie
So
free
that's
in
your
the water.
turn, Marishka. You all see the harpies meeting the sailors in the water. You are about 500 feet away.
Oliver's that close to me still?
No, I didn't.
No.
I don't have the. Oliver is 120 feet ahead of you.
Oh, okay.
He's our only hope.
I'm starting a bonfire.
So
What is 90
yeah,
feet?
these are all kind of like
movement?
over here.
Well, the ones that didn't fall under could be attacking them still, too. We got a hand cannon. Did any of the cannons hit? For the people that aren't charmed?
You haven't. You don't know. The first round you didn't see anything.
But
The second round there was less volley. There was only 2 shots that were made. You hear 2 boof boof.
so we didn't see if there were any that got hit.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if you actually rolled
Right.
mechanic for it. That's all I'm. It's
I
more
will
of a reminder.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and I didn't roll for the hit. So they were aiming at the one that's closest. Go ahead and roll 2 d20s, please.
A 12 and a crit fail.
No, I mean, like,
Okay.
it's-
So one of them does take a hit,
Okay.
and feathers are flying out. The
Ooh.
other, you watch as there's an explosion on the ship,
Good.
Oh,
Good.
good.
It's what I wanted.
and it seems like as smoke begins to billow, that
That's not good. Yeah. No.
at least one of those cannons is out of commission. It is now Marishka's turn.
Nobody's around me, are they? I think Morthos is just there
Morthos
for
is about
effect.
20 feet away from you in the water.
Okay. And then the harpies are like 500 feet away.
The ship is 500 feet away. The harpies they're on a different course. They're maybe 400 feet away or so from where you are.
So you could technically make a ranged attack and just be at disadvantage greatly with firebolt.
No, whatever
or no,
your
it would just
long,
dissipate.
your
Okay, gotcha.
yeah,
I
the
wasn't sure if I
end
could
of your
Hail
range,
Mary something.
Good try.
end of your range dissipates. Yep.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess I would just. There's nothing I can do. I'll just hold firebolt in case, for some reason, they reverse direction and fly in our range.
Okay, so you're holding a firebolt. JB, you see from the shore the harpies flying towards the ship, but you're 500 feet away.
Mm-hmm. I am going to... I'm not walking out on the ocean. There's no point in going out there, so I'm going to go to the harpy nest.
Good idea.
Okay, so you go to the harpy nest in the shipwreck.
Yep.
Next to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'm
so
going to
you
investigate that.
you take your action and your movement to get up to the ship. Next turn, you can climb in and investigate. Morthos, you're up.
I'm doing the same thing as JB.
So you turn around and go back to the
Yeah,
ship.
Just going back to the ship.
Okay, so you get to the base of the shipwreck. Next turn, you can also go into it.
I am never...
The harpies move forward another 80 feet. So they are 160 feet away from the ship as the sailors swim 60 feet towards them.
Wow.
So they're...
They have that type of swim speed?
Swimmers!
Good for them.
they're-
Most people don't.
They have mermaid tails.
Yeah.
They
do.
they use their
experienced.
movement and their action
Experienced
to,
pirateers.
to dash through the water. So
Wow.
That's impressive.
I guess they
Because I
don't.
thought it would be half movement.
Yeah, they don't have. So
So
you're-
they'd get
I'll-
30 feet.
I'll accept that
You
because they
want them
don't
to-
have
you
swim
want them to be
speed.
faster
So
that
they
the
move
harpies
30
don't move
feet. So
closer to the boat.
they're 130 feet away from each other.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, they're 130 feet away from each other.
Okay.
Next round they will meet each other.
Yes.
Oliver, you are up.
How far am I from the harpies now?
You are 150. Well, they moved 80 feet, so you're 230 feet away from the harpies.
If I move 60, that puts me still out
You're
of range.
170 feet away.
Yep.
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 So you're 170 feet away.
I'm going to move another 30.
So you're 140 feet away. You gained 10 feet on them.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you're 140 feet away.
I think I'm going to need it.
Is anyone else doing anything with the harpies other than Oliver?
I don't even know they're out there.
What can we do?
Okay, so
I
we're
didn't
basically
see
just
them.
playing
I
out.
yelled it. Oh,
We're
you didn't
playing
hear
out
it,
this
did you?
interaction.
And the guys on the ship that aren't charmed.
No,
Right.
They
So
could-
they now
Yeah.
taking a
They're
round to
reload
load.
now. Yep.
Next round they meet each other,
Yep.
and the
I don't
there's
even
no
know their
attacks yet
names.
because they use their movement and their dash, so
They're
they are
up on each other.
together.
Yep.
And it looks like both of the harpies are moving towards. Someone roll a d20. Odds, it's Reaper. Evens, it's easy.
Couldn't you roll a d4?
Ooh, I want a d20.
Sorry, Matt. I got a 0, so nobody gets it. 9. Odd.
Odd. So they move towards Reaper.
That's
fine.
okay.
That's
yeah, that's
fine
fine.
with me.
He's voted most
shifty.
likely to
He's a
stab me in
sleeper
my
agent.
sleep.
Hate
Yeah.
It's a
him.
scary name anyway.
Vrishka's sipping tea.
So
Shame.
I'm up.
For those who are not engaging, I would yell to come back to shore
Okay.
for the sake of water walking.
Roll 2 d20s for me,
Well, this
please.
is all happening in seconds.
17 and a
Apparently.
13.
Maybe like a minute.
Okay. Roll 2
No,
d20s for me,
thinking-
please.
2 14s.
Okay. So they break the charm.
Yeah, but they're on him.
Ooh.
That sucks.
How did I get here?
Right.
Can they just stab it?
You can move another 120 feet.
How far are they from me again?
So now they are 120, 130 feet away, but they're not moving right now.
Right.
So that there's a round of attacks. Harpies on Reaper.
Miss.
Reaper just needs to grab.
Okay, so there's multi-attack 2 against Reaper. That is a 10 and a 9.
This has
First
gotta
one
miss.
misses with both.
Nice.
Second one is, oh my goodness, 2 2s. Woo! They both miss all of them.
It's like this in the water.
They're shifty.
Putting all those dice away. Let's move to
They
this
do have
next.
mermaid tails.
Maybe they do. Maybe we should inspect Reaper a little closer.
Move to this set. Reaper makes an attack
Yeah, he does.
and unarmed strike.
He sings his own.
No, he takes
He's
out
got
his
a dagger.
He takes
Come
out
on.
his sword. He takes out his sword and makes this attack. That's a crappy one too. That's a 10 to hit. That misses. And then
But it scares them.
Easy takes out her hammer club thing and slams it, and that's a 15 to hit. That
Those
does
are dumb pirates.
5 damage.
Rope. Yep.
Oliver, you can move forward 120 feet.
Do I need to? They're at-
Well, you can move forward. What's your?
I
30
need to
feet?
get within 120 to do a void bolt.
Okay, you move forward your movement speed, and you are within range of a void bolt.
So I'm gonna hit the one that I saw was hit.
Okay, so that's the one on to the north.
That would be the one that's attacking easy. I like
They're
her
both
more.
attacking easy. Yep. So go ahead and make your attack.
14.
14 hits.
13 damage. Necrotic.
Okay, you shoot it in the back. More feathers fall as it's in the water, and it is the right wing looks like it's not working any longer.
Do they look at me at all?
As they're just in a frenzy
Okay.
going after Reaper. Back around, they take their attacks again against Reaper. That's better. Those both hit. That is 12 damage to Reaper. And that's a natural 20.
Oof.
And a 17. Those both hit. So that's 18 damage to Reaper.
Down?
Yep.
Really? I
Well,
thought
do
they'd
they
be,
have disadvantage because I hate
30
them?
points of damage.
I thought they'd be higher level though.
Wondering.
You guys were at 3rd level at best.
But he's been working them.
Wait, weren't they doing strength?
Reaper goes
training?
down, and Easy makes an attack.
On.
That's a natural 1. She loses her hammer in the waves.
Good. Yep.
Second time around, does the ship get a shot off?
Here we
They
are.
do not take a shot because they are too close to
Does
their
she have a second attack?
comrades. She does not.
Good are they?
To be real, we'll just hire new ones. I don't care.
Oh my goodness, Killian!
No. That's just
Oliver,
Austin.
Killian
Killian doesn't. Killian cares.
Go ahead and
gonna-
make your.
I'm gonna
Austin doesn't.
shoot again. and
Go
I'll
ahead
do
and make your
another
void bolt attack.
one. 19.
We got a
19
really good
hits.
turnover
This
rate.
one
Yeah, we kept the best ones.
Yeah.
sinks below the waves.
It was
Okay.
Casper or
I'm now
Cindy.
going to move closer.
Be a little
Okay,
bit more
you move
consistent.
closer
Or
60
even the
feet.
Yes.
peg leg guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
Yes.
are 60 feet away.
Ruby should be
as
upset
you
about
do
easy,
so,
but
This harpy picks up Reaper's body
he's not- he
and
doesn't
begins
really want
flying back towards the nest.
Yep.
As it does so, it takes 2 slashes
He's
at
dead.
Reaper.
it. Oh, yeah, he did.
I mean, I'm okay with him dying.
That is a 17 that hits, so that's 2 death fails. And that is a 13. That does not hit.
Still alive.
And now Reaper needs to make a death save on his turn.
Wait,
Do
was
it.
I?
Kill him.
Rishka, go
I
ahead
was
and roll.
holding that firebolt for when they came in range. So
They're,
did that?
they're not in
They're
range
nowhere
yet.
near range.
Go ahead and roll.
This is messing with me.
Rishka, I need a d20, please.
Why would you pick me?
Because you're going
I
to
wanna
roll
see-
above a 10. That's
Listen,
why.
you've already
'Cause
killed
you're here.
June. Let's see if you can kill Reaper.
Ooh, fail. Yep.
You jerk.
I would have failed too. So.
Guilty conscience.
You do the psychological damage. You can't mind spike your players. That's so mean.
All right, the harpy has slit Reaper's throat and continuing to fly towards the nest,
How far is it from me now?
Oh, he's coming
Why
to
would
our
you put
house.
this?
the big nest.
Oh, the big one.
It moved 40 feet, so it
100.
is about 100 feet away from
But
you.
it's in the air.
In the air.
Gonna shoot it again.
Go ahead and make your attack.
I don't even like him, but I'm sad.
15.
15.
That hits.
That hits.
No, this is the king. Harpy.
16
16.
damage.
Harpy.
The
Sorry.
corpy.
Okay, very good.
I'm aiming for its wings.
Keeps flying. It kind of dips a little bit.
60 feet towards it.
Move 60 feet
You're not
towards
gonna
it.
outrun me. I'm gonna kill you.
So you're 60 feet away. It continues towards the nest.
Here we go again.
60 feet away. Go ahead. You can make your attack.
19. It hits.
Yep.
17 damage.
17 damage. It drops into the water, unmoving.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna move 60 feet. I'm gonna try to get his body.
okay.
How close am I to now where the black water is?
You're several hundred feet away.
'Kay.
You get closer, and
It explodes.
Man, we got like 7 rounds of searching this.
no, that is a 2.
I know. We better find
Go
guys-
ahead and roll a
Not
perception
telling
check
anyone.
hope he's
for
not the ring
Reaper's
of
body
blood.
as the waves are kind of
19.
19. You think you see it, but you have to dive below the waves to go and get him.
Has 10 minutes worn off on the water walk by now,
No,
This
it's
has all
15.
happened within a minute.
so I couldn't dive down.
You still have control. You have control over your water walking, so you can end it if you care to.
I end it,
Okay.
and I take my ring off.
Yeah, when I say end it, I mean like disable it. You can
Either way.
to swim down, and then you can enable it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm
'Kay.
going to not drink any of the water. I remember that much.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a survival check to be able to go and get his body from underwater and
How
bring
far
it
is he?
up. It's unclear. You think you see it? Its silhouette down low.
I'm amazed at the turn of events.
You think I see just a silhouette?
Yes.
He sunk pretty quick. 7.
7. Yeah, you can't find him in the murky waves.
And then that silhouette becomes a big giant mouth.
Stop! Don't give ideas!
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
It's not worth it.
Well, I shrug. I put the ring back on and shoot up to the top.
And Reaper's body is gone.
I tried.
that's all we
You're
can
a good
ask.
captain.
Easy is swimming back towards the ship, and you go and rejoin your comrades on land.
No. Is the Harpy still floating?
The Harpy is also sunk beneath the waves.
While I was down there, retcon this. Could I have seen?
Wait, why do those
Could I have
ones
seen the
sink, but
Harpy as
ones
well?
I incapacitated?
With a 7, you don't see either
I
of the
don't get it.
bodies.
These ones were wearing heavy armor.
It's the dice die.
How about the other ones that I killed? They all sunk
They've
as
all
well.
sunk beneath the waves.
Oh.
Are there any feathers floating on top of the water?
Roll a
I hit him with a nuke.
perception check.
5.
The waves are too choppy.
Okay.
Don't like
No souvenir.
But you're close to the boat. You can douse the fire.
As
Yeah.
the Harpy's song dies down and your water-soaked deckhand Easy makes her way back to the ship, everyone collects themselves on the shore as JB and Morthos are investigating the nest on the ship, and the black water, Oliver, begins to kind of boil and curdle and in the midst of the storm extend outward as it is moving slowly but intentionally towards your ship.
Oh,
and
no.
that's where we're going to pick up next week
Oh no. Oh no.
as we see how the rest of this encounter goes.
I say we did.
So we had no insight into how the cannons did.
Oliver's the only one who really is
Yeah,
aware
okay.
of that. Before we end the
Austin's face.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bum, bum, bum.
we're gonna do our giveaways. Did we get the last 5? Do we need 5
I don't
more?
think so.
Okay.
No, let's save that for next week.
All right, so 5 more for the dragon, but we're going to give away the 3 little minis. So if you would like your opportunity to win the Knoll, Gnome, and Magma Elemental, then go ahead and type into the chat right now for your chance to win! Uh-oh. UHOH. UHOH. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. For your chance to win those 3 minis. And we hope you join us next week as the Wasterlith. I don't know if you guys can see that. Is
He
that?
looks friendly.
He's very friendly. Is going to be activating and
Ooh, that looks cool.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
yeah. So he's coming to town.
Is he gargantuan?
And maybe a couple other Harpy friends that are still
No!
in,
BS.
in the nest. The
You're
matron
joking.
waiting for the prey to be returned.
Do coffee beans in ears work like coffee beans in noses?
Hey, it's worth a try. Or it might get
Definitely
lodged in
try
there
that.
permanently.
That's funny. So, you fireball, lightning bolt, those were clutch, hypnotic, all
I'm trying
that
to make me
stuff.
Feel better about killing someone.
Honestly, that saved. I think that would have made Rubius and Ray's life. If they would have got 1 round where they all attacked,
Yeah, that would have
that would have been
rough.
14 attacks between the 2 of them. So you guys neutralized that whole swarm and saved, I think, at least one of them going down.
Good.
Probably not Ray, but Rubius.
And we would have had to let him die.
And that would have been great.
Yeah, because none of you have healing, and I was really far.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that'll have been interesting. But so your use of spells, big spells, but use of spells was good, and now you're less powerful against the Wastrith. Excellent.
I'll be
right.
burning
I have 10 minutes on that storm still.
Hey, but that's where the chat can come in to give spell slots back. So
How
Yeah,
much for
we
a
need
fourth?
3rd level spells.
Yeah.
Fourth?
Don't ask.
No,
P-Farce
we
will
need
somehow
third
bounce it and take it away.
He suffered so much.
It's so
uh,
expensive. Nobody's gonna give us spell slots.
That's right. Reverse psychology, though.
yeah, you'll never
Nobody's
do
gonna
it.
give us
And advantages.
Mike doesn't have any money anymore. He already spent
Advantages.
it on us.
Advantages are also helpful. All right, so we have that giveaway going! Uh-oh. And we look forward to seeing how the rest of this plays out, and I hope you look forward to it as well. So we hope to see you next Tuesday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time as we continue this
Where we loot and die.
little encounter where our party continues to loot, die, and repeat. Good night, everyone. Cheers.